you've been fapping the E3 trailers all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's about to come to you live and direct from the dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. The oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Rose McGowan is my new wifey.
Oh, how dare you. We're going to talk about her.
Yeah.
On my far right, engineer and other ones to choose, choking people all the threes of both Kronos.
I'm going to start a campaign now. It's bring back thick solid snake.
Ooh.
Nintendo done messed up.
Triple C on the thickness. All right. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Yo, I met Batman and he told me I was the greatest.
Oh, God damn, I love it. We about back up in here. While Kronos is doing some of his engineering, shout out to everyone that joined us for the San Francisco Comic-Con on Friday night. We had a fun panel. Met a lot of new faces, and it was really cool to interact with some awesome nerds.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta check out that audio because it starts off great. So the panel was called "Make America Dank Again."
It sure was.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good turnout, good crowd. Everybody was interactive. They had like topics and stuff they like to talk about. And,
Hell yeah,
dude! It was like almost instant friends that we were talking to.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, that
super
was a lot of fun.
All right,
All right, so first in the chat would be Wild Dog. What's going on? Good to see you again.
What up now?
Virtually see you. Oh, my mic is all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are you pointing at?
I'm just giving up the
improv
dubs up.
Throwing up shit.
Yep.
Got gang members up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, listener of the week once again will be Mr. X. Thank you very much for listening as always. And Tosin, that's a new person. So thank you for listening. Really appreciate it.
I'm professional. I have to have my phone ringing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, what the hell is that sound?
It's not bad.
It'll be on your permanent record, bro. All right, so we got quite a few RPs. One will be for me, and I'll do my last.
One quick sec. Some of these ain't no. You need to run through these. Not all of these are fucking important.
Calm your motherfucking ass down.
Some of these.
I will
some of these some Z-list motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
You know what's mine, right?
Hurry up.
So, pouring out some of this liquor, some of the small beverages. We're gonna start with Hugh Dane. Hugh Dane, who played Hugh on Sons of Anarchy, died at the age of 47.
R.I.P.
We have Tyrone Flemming. He's a YouTube star.
I didn't say Tyrone Biggums.
No. Tyrone Flemming, he's famous for being on a YouTube drama web series called 848. He was stabbed to death in his Bronx apartment on June 6th.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah. And Jackson Odell, he's a 20-year-old star he's on The Goldbergs and he's on Modern Family. He's 20 years old.
He also was on iCarly, right?
Yes, he was on iCarly.
Yeah.
How did he?
Suicide.
Wow.
Yeah, another three. We had 3 suicides in like the last week.
That's sad.
And then the last one I'm gonna hand over to Kronos.
Sad.
All right, so this one is kind of near and dear to my heart. So I'm gonna try not to be too emotional about this because when I heard about it, honestly, I got fucking super depressed because he was somebody that was inspirational to me, my own personal life, and somebody I thought was really cool. I don't think of people as heroes, but he was a cool ass motherfucker. So I'm gonna give you a quote by him from one of my favorite episodes. You might know who he is by the time I say the whole quote. If not, I'll tell you who he is. It doesn't matter. So I will never be young again or any younger than I am today. I will never be faster or more flexible. I will never win competitions against 22-year-old wrestlers in my weight class. I will never be a black belt. None of these things will happen, but none of that matters anymore. Anthony Bourdain unfortunately took his life at the age of 61, actually while shooting in France. So it was very unfortunate. One of his good friends found him after he took his own life, and it was a bummer. Most people know Anthony Bourdain. He was a chef that took over. He was a chef, an author, a travel documentarian, and an overall TV personality. He first burst on the scene after becoming the head chef of Les Halles in Manhattan, and then he wrote a book that was critically acclaimed. It was a #1 bestseller called Kitchen Confidential: Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly. And that book led to a show on the Food Network called Cook's Tour, and that led to No Reservations that was on the Travel Channel. And finally, he went to Parts Unknown on CNN. All his TV shows are basically the same type of format. He goes to different countries, learns about their cultures, and learns about their food and stuff like that. So He was a really cool guy, and it was hard for me to believe at first that he committed suicide because he was talking about how good his life was at the time. I know he recently went through a divorce. He got a new girlfriend. He's got a young daughter, and he does jiu-jitsu all the time. So I didn't know he started doing jiu-jitsu until like kind of way after, but we started doing jiu-jitsu at the same time. He ended up getting his blue belt before me, which is weird because the guy was, at the time, he was in his late 50s. And I don't know a lot of people that do jiu-jitsu that still remain depressed. To me, because I have depression as well, but to me, it's like one of my main things that I do to kind of handle that, to, I guess, get around that. And it's just hard for me to believe that somebody that was like that was happy, was basically living the dream, still had issues. So I know that he was a former addict, and he talked about it all the time. He was a very open book, but it's just a bummer. Honestly, the world's going to be darker without him. He was very honest about everything, and yeah, it just fucking sucks. So R.I.P. Anthony Bourdain. To everybody out there that watch this stuff, just keep in your thoughts. And we'll talk about it a little bit more because there's some controversy about what happened about some stupid ass fucking cunt. But yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah, do you hear about there's a conspiracy theory about terrorists, because he got kicked out of a country.
I don't want to do that, man.
Yeah, well,
I don't even wanna go there.
Some blogger was talking about how he got kicked out and maybe they put a hit out on him or whatever.
I saw 3 stupid ass conspiracy theories.
I've seen one out of the 3.
One had to do with Harvey Weinstein, because his girlfriend was actually one of the first people that came out about being sexually harassed and assaulted by Harvey Weinstein. So he was
his current girlfriend?
His current girlfriend, yeah.
Holy shit.
And so he was a proponent of the Me Too movement. And
we're going to come back to that real quick.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. So people were saying that Harvey Weinstein had him killed, which is, get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck?
And then other people said
Wait, is he Suge Knight?
Yeah. Other people said that Hillary Clinton killed him, and I was just like, get the fuck out of here. Can we not stop with all your fucking conspiracy bullshit?
That's weird. So you guys know who he was dating at the time of his death?
Yes.
Tell the audience, bro.
So he was dating. So most of you probably seen her in Triple X, the movie with Vin Diesel, but she's Asia Argento. Mm-hmm. She's a famous
porn star,
Italian actress.
How dare you?
Yeah, she is the daughter of famed director Aria Argento, who directed Suspiria, the original Suspiria, who redefined horror for pretty much the movie media almost forever.
Yep.
So she's actually pretty up there. She's also a director herself. She's an actress and a director as well. So.
Did I feel like Cronin's speech there almost was like at a eulogy or something like you were reading or something? That was pretty deep, man.
This was a very, very sad event, man. At least just really quickly. Every time I've ever gone to a new restaurant or any type of travel, and I'm not someone who's traveled all over the fucking world, but I'd always think about Tony Bourdain and what he would say and do or whatever. Anytime I was there, that was a cool impact, at least for me.
Well, that was one of the cool things about the stamp that he left on the world as a whole, is really going outside your comfort zone and trying foods that you may or may not like. His whole thing was he never declined a meal, even though he thought, even when there was health concerns or whatever, he knew that to a lot of cultures declining a meal would be disrespectful. So no matter what, he would always eat what the local cultures would provide to him.
Which is awesome. And he was a big purveyor of like the street food stuff.
Yeah.
And, and to me, like, first watching some of his early shows, I'm like, dude, what are you doing eating that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about the hygiene over there, but yeah, you're right. He just ate it, and then I felt like more so than anybody else I've ever seen on TV, he actually wanted to learn more about the cultures that were preparing the food.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff along with the food that was fascinating.
I wonder if he would have been down eating those a hot dog from that usually in front of the cons.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon wrap hot dogs.
Yep, I bet he would, because one of his favorite restaurants is actually In-N-Out. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Is it really?
Yeah. One of his favorite fast food places is In-N-Out.
I didn't really know that much about this guy because I didn't really watch his shows. I just knew he was a presence in media, whatnot.
Yeah.
But after catching up on stuff, and I've seen like one episode of one of his shows, but it was like,
that's it?
Yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, I didn't really know this dude that well, and I didn't really just get into it. But I was reading about how he used to be a journalist, and how he's literally won almost every journalist award that's out there. before he even did any of his shows. Like, he's been decorated several times over. He's done.
Well, I don't think he was decorated for journalism. He was decorated definitely for his show.
Yeah, for his show, but as well as journalism. He's been reported as winning nearly every journalist award.
Yeah, but I think that was tied to his show, not like him being, because he was a chef first.
Yeah, he was a chef, but he's written numerous articles on numerous things besides food.
Yeah. So it was the article that he wrote. That's what led up to
him getting the show.
No. Him actually writing the book. He wrote an article to, I think it was the
New Yorker.
I think it was the New Yorker. Yeah. And he wrote an article. He didn't even think that they were going to publish it, and they published it, and that blew up. And so that's what led to him writing the book.
Yeah.
So I guess in that sense, yeah.
So he's gotten numerous accolades for his work, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to me, like, a lot. He's touched a lot of people's lives in ways that I never even knew. There's people, both people that I know, celebrities, they all had the same kind of sentiment. Like, he showed them different parts of the world that they may never see, but they want to see because of him. And it's weird because I guess his mantra is he asked 3 questions, like, what's your favorite food? What makes you happy? And then there's like one third question. And then every place he goes, that's all he asks, and it turns into this huge, like, this self-discovery or like a discovery within himself or for other people about just cuisine. Like, it was weird to me that he touched so many people through cuisine, and I thought that was kind of special in a certain way, because one thing that I think everyone has in common is food. Everybody loves food. So,
well, the kind of strange thing is that obviously he was a renowned chef, but in his later years of the show, he actually would stop going to like high-end restaurants.
Yep.
Like he said they had no interest to him anymore because it was kind of all the same stuff, and they're all just kind of one up each other. So he'd much rather just he started just going to people's homes, and eating with them, or having just like Prodigy said, like local street food.
Yeah, there's nothing like a home cooked meal. Like, there's like restaurants out there, they can come close, but there's nothing like a good home cooked meal, because just you can taste the love and like the history within a meal. And I really think Anthony really like captured that on his shows whenever he went to like people's homes and stuff, or to smaller restaurants.
And real quickly, for those of you who haven't seen them, a lot of them are on like Netflix and on demand. You can find these shows, and I say still go back and watch some of them. They're fun.
Yeah, I went back and watched the passage that I quoted from him was actually from the Bay Area episode.
Nice. When he was in the city?
Yeah, he was in the city. You know what's funny is that one of my jiu-jitsu friends, he's a friend of mine, but I know him from jiu-jitsu, but he actually got to roll with him.
Nice.
Because he went to Half Gracie's in San Francisco, and so actually part of the episode, he finally broke down, because for a long time he didn't talk about doing jiu-jitsu because people just saw him like basically like just get super lean and like yoked, and like nobody really questioned why. But then he actually talked about it on the Bay Area episode, and he was talking about jiu-jitsu, and they show him training and then taking this guy named Kurt Oziander, who's a former MMA guy and a really good jiu-jitsu guy. He looks like a fucking caveman, but he took him to like this really fancy restaurant and had him like eat high-class cuisine and stuff, and it was kind of funny because it's like you're watching like this fucking savage eating these small ass plates. You know what I mean? And it was really cool. And him like going in the Bay Area and like eating at places that I've eaten before. Like he went to 4505.
That's
so good.
Yeah.
So actually, sfgate.com have posted up 30 restaurants here in the Bay Area that Anthony Bourdain has gone to, and like I'm looking at them, like the third one is House of Prime Rib, which is always good.
I remember when
but on here, it has a quote. It says, "This is the American dream right here," and I would say that is the American dream because House of Prime Rib is so damn good.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
All right, we'll definitely come back to some issues touching upon this a little bit later. Let's dive into the world of gaming. E3 happened, goddammit.
I feel like we should be playing like Mario
Brothers?
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. When you get to the last part, when it speeds up.
Can't do it though.
No. The part where you have to run to get to the flag before the timer runs out.
Oh, okay.
Well, we start off with Bethesda a little bit. They came correct. They had a big one.
They did, but didn't.
How so?
Well, they did because they Well, it didn't because they didn't really show a lot that was new. Well, I'm sorry, they did. I mean, Fallout 76, that was big news.
That seems huge to me.
Yeah, that was huge. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that. I was thinking about other games. But,
Yeah, I was like, what?
and they did sort of announce a new IP, even their first new IP in like 25 years, which is holy shit.
Yeah.
But
And on top, it's supposed to release this year, apparently.
what is Fallout 76?
No.
The new IP?
Their
No.
new IP,
No.
Starfire, apparently.
No, that is not coming out this year.
So
I
when you
was
say
like, what?
when you say IP, for those that are just joining the podcast doesn't know what that means. what does it stand for?
Intellectual property, not internet protocol. Yeah. But yeah, Fallout 76, who I was really looking forward to this, and it turns out it's going to be a fucking MMO. So it's going to be an online game that you can play with each other, and basically you can build settlements with your friends, co-op with them, all that good shit in this beta program. I'm fucking buying this game. I'm pre-ordering it.
Yeah. So it seems like they're doubling and tripling down on some of the stuff from Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 did very well. Like,
Yeah.
it sold like
I didn't
gangbusters.
finish it though. I need to go back and play it.
It's still worth playing.
Yeah. I played it on a mode that was a little too hard.
So
I think.
the thing that got me, and this is no shade to the game or even Bethesda, there were bugs though when I was playing it, and
Those bugs for me too.
I was falling through the floor.
I remember that, like,
repeatedly.
I remember I went to your house and we were hanging out. You're like, hey, like, check this out. You started playing the game. Like, you went into a room and you just fell through the floor and you just kept on falling. I was like, damn, that's a fucking bad glitch. It was horrible.
That was rough. But Fallout, I heard that you could play it, even though it is an MMO, you can play it solo or you can play it co-op, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it has that look of Fallout 4, only cleaner and better.
Yeah, it looked. That's what I thought. I never even considered it being a MMO, even though I guess ESO, it's Elder Scrolls, so they have the formula down. But it looked better than Fallout 4. So it's like, it's probably just gonna be another Fallout. You know what I mean? But much to our surprise, it's MMO. So
Yeah, I'm ready for this, man. And I didn't expect a November launch. That was the thing that got me. I was thinking, man, maybe we'll get a Fallout next year in 2019 or something like that. We're getting it this year in this crowded fall.
well, I think so there's a couple things that Bethesda has that's going for them that most other publishers don't have, except for maybe Rockstar, is that they can generally get away with using the same engine on multiple games. So I'll give you an example. Like, you can take Skyrim and Fallout. That's basically the same fucking engine. You're just using different materials in the game.
Which Fallout are you talking about, though?
Like Fallout 4 and like Skyrim.
Okay,
That's basically
Fallout
the same engine. You know what I mean? It's the same mechanic. If you look at it, they're the same mechanics.
Okay.
And with like Doom and Rage, those are very similar. So, but they can get away with it because they're vastly different, but they're using the same engine.
Gotcha.
And it's the same thing with like I said, Rockstar, because Rockstar, if you look at almost all their games, they're all basically the same engine. They're all that open world thing. If you look at Red Dead, fucking Grand Theft Auto, what was the other one?
They had
I never played Bully, but
they had Max Payne too. Right?
yeah, LA Noire, it's another one. So no, not Max Payne. That's not Rockstar, is it?
I thought the Rock was it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But yeah, they're all very
I see where
similar
you're going with
but
that,
different. Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing for they had a teaser for Elder Scrolls 6, right?
Yes, which is good.
So we don't know when that's dropping. Maybe 19, maybe 2020, for all we fucking know.
I fucked up. They actually announced like 4 fucking new games. Actually, maybe 5.
I think they had a big one.
I fucked
A
up.
few of them, yeah.
Yeah. So they also announced Doom Eternal, which is very little details. They also announced the next Wolfenstein, where you're playing as twin daughters of Blazkowicz.
Yep.
So that's going to be awesome.
Which, just to stay on Wolfenstein a little bit, it seems like what they did for Wolfenstein 1 a few years back, where they had the Old Blood, which was kind of its own standalone DLC, a shorter campaign, but and sold separately if you wanted to, or as an add-on DLC. This seems like it's the same format for Wolfenstein 2 is what I've heard in terms of it just kind of following suit. But I'm interested because can you play as both twins?
I don't know.
No idea.
Okay, because that's the part that got me. I was like, none of the modern Wolfensteins that I've played obviously had anything but like the single player.
It would be really cool if they had. It was basically co-op.
It is co-op.
Yeah, but say
That's interesting. That's new.
AI controls or the person.
Officially, Wolfenstein.
That'd be cool. Kind of like what they. Well, I guess they kind of did that with like the Resident Evil game, the one that was based in Africa, where the black girl she was AI, but
that
she
was a
wasn't
rough one.
very fucking great. But yeah, it says saying that you get to play solo or co-op. with somebody else.
That sounds interesting for killing Nazis.
So Max Payne was by Remedy Entertainment.
Oh.
At least the first one.
No, I'm talking about the one where he was getting out of the third one, I think.
Third one?
Was that Rockstar?
What's with three of them?
Maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping.
Hang on.
I think it was the yellow symbol. I mean, you might be right.
I mean, he'll look it up. But yeah, just
Remedy makes Control, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Wolfenstein should be fun. And that didn't have a launch date, right?
Yeah, so wait, Max Payne 3, Rockstar Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah. So
looks like the other game they had released was Prey, Moon Crusher.
is that DLC for the Prey that came out last year?
Yeah, I think it's DLC.
Yeah,
but it's like supposed to be really big.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be infinite replayability.
And so what they're doing is they're adding in. This is fucking dope. Yeah, have you played Prey before?
I haven't. I saw you playing it.
So Prey was kind of a you played it?
I played the first one.
Oh, okay. So this is way different from the first one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's way.
There's more than one, right?
There's
Was
only
it
two.
Was it the first one on the PlayStation 2?
Something like
it was
that.
a long fucking
three.
time ago.
Yeah, okay,
I had it
yeah.
on the 360.
Yeah, but in this one, like the new mode they're putting in, I forget what the name of the mode, but basically, so in Prey, they have these things called mimics, and they're basically these alien things that can mimic any item that's inanimate. So it could be a fucking cup, and all of a sudden the cup's attacking you. They're putting in a new mode in this game where it's 5 players, one is actual human, and the other 4 are mimics.
So
That could be fun.
Yeah,
the DLC is called Moon Crash.
yeah.
Moon Crash, yeah.
That could be real fun.
And you can play it in VR.
Oh
Yes.
shit! All right.
Yeah.
So you can basically
with
you can sit there as like a cup waiting for somebody to come by, and then when they go by, you jump out and kill them.
That's kind of like the bush in Fortnite. I like it.
It's a pretty dope idea. And there's also a story, another main story addition to it too. But I thought that component of having the 4-on-1 was pretty dope.
Oh, just like Evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
You know they took off they're ending the servers for that fucking
in
game.
September.
So
Yeah, that's good. That's sad.
the mode you were talking about is called Typhoon Hunter, which is where one character can take on a group of 5 who can control shape-shifting mimics. That sounds fucking crazy.
Sounds fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's weird. You know what's funny?
Sounds like fun.
The same mechanics are in Alan Wake.
Okay.
Where any inanimate object could come at you because like of this black mist.
That's good shit,
Same
man. And then so Doom, another Doom sounds fucking. This is a brand new original, I guess, sequel or prequel to Doom.
It looks like a sequel because it's on Earth.
Okay.
So that looked pretty exciting. One thing that I did note that was missing out of Bethesda's arsenal this year is they didn't really focus on VR like they did last year. Like they're not adding in that much additional VR content except for Prey.
Okay.
They're adding additional VR content to Prey, but they haven't announced it for any of their other games.
You know what tripped me the fuck out? That commercial for the Skyrim Very Special Edition. You know that's real. Like it's on.
Oh, the Alexa.
Yes.
Dude, I was saying when I saw it, I was like,
shit.
that's gonna be dope because it's basically a fucking dungeon master.
That is so fucking weird and cool.
Well, isn't there's Alexa has a thing for Destiny 2 where you can talk to the ghost through
Talk to
Alexa.
your ghost,
That's cool too.
And it has a thing for
That's the future, y'all.
shit. What's the name of that fucking show? Like Mr. Robot.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Like Play Me the 5-9.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Dude,
But
that
see,
shit's fucking creepy. I didn't like
creepy.
that
But
shit.
if you watch the commercial for it
was
though,
too real.
it's basically the guy from Key and Peele.
Yeah. Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah. He's on a couch and he's doing the shit where he's talking to Alexa, with talking about Skyrim commands, and it's just a funny commercial. And the whole time I just took it as a fucking joke. Later on, I read articles. I was like, oh shit, this exists right now.
I was
Holy
hoping it was
fuck.
real. If it seemed like a joke, but I was hoping it was real because it's basically D&D.
Yeah, that surprised me. I got to give him credit for that. That's fucking dope.
You know,
man.
they need to have more games like that. Cause that'd be fucking. Like, could you imagine playing God of War and just having like your kid like yelling?
Boy.
But I was gonna say the Prey DLC is available now.
Oh shit!
It came out like the night of.
Yeah,
good shit.
There was a lot of shit that was announced at E3 that dropped that night.
Yeah.
And actually, Fallout Shelter was one of them. So
Nice.
Fallout Shelter is now on the Switch and the
PlayStation.
PS4.
Yeah.
for free.
For free.
It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
And then also they announced, or this is on the Sony side of the house, they had announced that Call of Duty 3 was available free on PSN.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's-
that day.
PSN Plus.
PSN
Yeah.
Plus, yes.
Yeah.
And that was a huge game.
yeah.
A lot of people think for the most recent Call of Duties that have come out, that's the best one. So
Like I almost thought I
Well
heard them
worth
wrong.
it.
I was like, oh, maybe they're just talking about DLCs. I went on the PSN network and it was available. I was like, download.
Yeah.
A whole
Everyone should-
fucking 78
Oh, yeah.
gigs.
everyone should be downloading that.
real.
God damn. But it was cool when I tried to download it. It actually gave me the option to download because I guess
Which
there's
part
like
one?
2 parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you can download this part and start playing right away, or you can download this part. So I downloaded the multiplayer first.
And just to tell you, there's a ton of DLC in that game. Like, plenty of packs. But damn, we got off Bethesda a little bit.
Yeah.
Were there any others for Bethesda that were... Rage 2, I mean, we knew about Rage 2.
Yeah, we did.
But we're getting that.
Yeah, so the Rage 2 trailer jumped ahead of E3, or did they just give us a teaser?
No, it dropped ahead of E3 because of...
was that the Walmart leak?
Walmart Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
decided
right.
to just drop it.
Okay.
Walmart
I
Canada fucking up.
Yeah, because they fucked up.
It looks like a lot of fun. I watched the gameplay demo and the fucking trailer. But the gameplay looked fun. And look, honestly, I had fun with the first game. I know some people didn't. That's fucking fine. It had kind of a dull color palette. It was brown.
For sure.
A lot of brown. But I still had fun. This one looks way more fun. It looks like they took some elements from Bulletstorm and put it in this game. So you have powers now, these nanotrite powers or some shit, plus guns and ridiculous shit. So it looks like a lot of fun.
Look, here's the deal. You know, even if you didn't enjoy the first game in a series, a lot of times, more often than not, at least with video games, they improve things in the sequels.
And actually, right now, what I like about gaming today is that if you don't like something that's in the game today, there is a decent possibility that it can be changed if enough people complain.
Sure.
Look at God of War. Even though that game was, to me, it was more than perfect, but they wanted to have things added in.
Yep.
They're going to add in fucking Game Plus mode now.
Game Plus, yep.
I think No Man's Sky is probably going to be the poster boy of like how to fix a game, because they pretty much changed the entire game. I have to go back and play it again, but I heard it's much better now. So I think that this is a really good time in gaming on how players can really interact with publishers and get better content. Even before games are made, they're actually going to certain influencers and asking them what they would like in a game, having them beta test it first, and then releasing a game. I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah. Why did they do such a shitty job on Mass Effect Andromeda, though?
Because they didn't ask for anybody.
Well, because they had Anthem.
We didn't even
moved everyone to Anthem.
Yeah. But but I think Bethesda overall, it sounds like y'all agree, did pretty well. You know, I thought I was impressed, like high key impressed.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed.
All right, do we want to talk? Next, just chronologically, Microsoft kind of in general dropped a whole bunch.
So, yes and no. So they dropped a lot of stuff, but they also I think Microsoft is really in like a rebuilding phase right now. I can say this unequivocally because they just bought fucking 5 studios. Sure. Like, we're just gonna make this better. We're gonna buy fucking studios.
They bought a whole bunch of fucking studios.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then we're gonna get new content out. But I mean, there's other shit that I thought that they were gonna talk about that they did. I mean, it was good to see some Halo stuff and some Gear stuff. Even though at first I was pissed about the Gear stuff, but they fixed that.
Yeah. Well, this will be the first time that we get more than one Gears related game.
Yeah, but the other 2 are fucking bullshit. I mean, come on, Gears Pop. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, Gears Pop is dumb, but apparently there's like that Battle Royale Gears.
It's not a Battle Royale. It's fucking Gears Tactics. It's a fucking
Horde mode.
It's a strategy game. It's not a fucking Gear. It's not a first-person shooter at all.
It's like what's it called?
It's like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like
it's turn-based.
Oh okay, yeah.
Which is weird, but
can we stay on
Halo
Gears
Infinity?
Can we stay on just Gears for a quick second?
Sure.
I mean, that was huge, at least in terms of you know, Gears is a franchise that has a whole lot of followers. Used to fucking be one of the premier franchises in gaming. Period.
Oh yeah.
And now we're getting Gears 5. I mean, actually, Old Ninja, you jump in here. Come on.
yeah, Gears 5. It's crazy because we didn't see gameplay, but we did see a cinematic trailer. It literally picks up the story thread from part 4. Okay. So it's not just...
I gotta dust off my Xbox and play 4.
Yeah, part 4 is the one thing that pissed me off about 4 is that 3 was so fucking good. They had that 4-player co-op. It had like everything 4-player pretty much. You could do so much, and then they like kind of scaled it back. Like you don't do 2-player co-op in the story. Which I was
really?
Like,
that's what they did for 4?
Part 4 is
what
only 2-player.
Fuck?
That's why I was super surprised. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's this 4-player co-op? Because they did such a good job with the story and like drop in, drop out. I've actually played it with Cronus actually when we first dropped. So I mean, it was great. But don't get me wrong, Gears 4 was still fun. It was still great. It's still bloody and gory and shit. But I feel like they took a little bit of a step back with some of the mechanics in it. But hopefully they bring some of that back with Gears 5.
Well, it seems like Gear 5 was. I mean, all they showed was like kind of like the story
trailer,
that. Yeah, they showed all that. I'm thinking like, man, this is too much fucking drama because like that one chick is having issues and the black guy goes with her and then some weird shit happens.
So I think this is.
But then again, I never played any of the Gear Wars.
Because they were kind of They were.
Let me shit on them.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't know. I ain't played them.
Well, they were good. They need to beef up their stories because like you can't just have like fucking dental floss fucking holding your fucking game together. You got to put a little bit more into
Quick
it.
question for you though. Hold on. I didn't play 4 at all. I loved 3 and 2 quite a bit. Does what's his name? Phoenix? Is he dead?
Yeah. So this is a Phoenix family story.
Oh, this chick is his daughter?
No, his son, the bald guy that's arguing with her, that's his son.
Okay.
So
who's the
JD
girl?
The girl is she's tied into the Horde Queen. We don't know how.
Fuck?
Yes, we don't know how. It was left on a cliffhanger on the part 4. We're hopefully going to see.
But the main dude is dead.
No, he's alive. He's in the trailer.
Did I miss him? Fuck.
Yeah, he's the old dude.
man.
He still has the
he still has
do-rag.
that, yeah.
He just has
Okay.
a gray beard.
My bad.
So he's the one that's telling. He's the first one on board with the girl saying, "I'm going to go with you." That's
Okay.
Marcus Phoenix.
Okay.
His son is the guy saying no. He has a scar on his face.
Yeah.
That's JD
Okay.
Phoenix.
All right, so
In 4, he has blonde hair though.
I got a question for you guys. How many days after this game release do you think people are gonna come out saying like, "Oh, it's beta masculine, this and that," and like the woman, like, I heard metal armor has boobs, space, and all this other kind of shit.
They're gonna say it now. Why you gotta wait for the game to drop?
I know, right?
Ridiculous at all times.
Yeah, see, it's funny because in Gears 4, even if you're in co-op, you switch characters throughout the story.
Sure.
So you're not always going to be the same person while playing. So whatever, fuck him.
All right. So Marcus Phoenix is still alive. We don't know about the girl. We don't know.
Yeah, we're still trying to find out.
What about a train dude?
Coltrane? He's in it. He's in 4.
Okay.
He's in 4.
But I
so
mean,
is Baird.
is the black man his like
No,
kid?
that's not his kid.
Okay.
Cole's he's like a super legend.
Okay.
When they meet him,
right.
I mean, Coltrane's cool. I mean, you gotta play 4. It's still good. Mostly everyone except for Dominic. I mean, Dominic dies in 3. So.
Okay.
Is Ice-T character still in the game?
No, he's not. But he was awesome in part 3. So.
They bring him back. Huh?
Yeah, they should bring
We'll
him
see
back.
we'll see what happens with Gears.
Bring back Coco.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Add Coco.
decent trailer. They also showed the next Halo, which was kind of like a teaser, really. They didn't
Yeah,
really
it's
show
not a
much,
real
so.
thing. I want to see more gameplay, but I expect kind of more
see more
the
of the same.
same.
Yeah.
Either that or maybe they brought in something new.
Who knows?
We won't know.
Well, we know Master Chief is back.
Oh, yeah, Master Chief's back.
I mean,
Wasn't Halo 3 supposed to be the last one?
I can't hate on Master Chief being back though.
So
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
well
That's
here's
cool.
the thing. Master Chief is in Halo 5. People were pissed because you play more as fucking Luke Cage than you do Master Chief.
Luke Cage.
Talk about Locke.
Yeah, Locke. Locke is Mike Coulter.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Mike Coulter is
You're hunting down.
Yeah, you hunt him down. But literally, there's like 12 campaign stories, and like 7 of those campaign stories is Locke.
I never understood the whole why people get mad. I mean, first of all, the story in Halo was garbage. I went over this before.
Yeah, we've
And
got
Master Chief barely even fucking talks. So what does it matter?
Yeah, he doesn't talk as much.
As long as you run around and shooting, who gives a fuck?
Well, yeah, that's kind of true, but in the previous Halos, Cortana's the one who does most of the talking. But
Yeah.
Master Chief and Cortana are separated. In Part 5, Master Chief hooks up with his original unit.
Right.
So they mostly talk to him. He talks kind of back to them, so it's a different dynamic. A lot of people did not like that aspect. Even though the fucking gameplay was solid, they're more pissed that this did not feel like a Master Chief game.
But were you fapping to at least the trailer though?
Oh yeah, I literally have every single Halo game except for Halo Wars.
I said they should fucking kill Master Chief in this one.
Dang.
Honestly.
They should have killed him in 5.
Yeah,
if they really wanted to pass the torch, he should have died in 5. But I'm willing to let it go. Maybe they do it in this one. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I think he should die. Because he is not a great character. He hasn't been fleshed out at all, really.
Can I just say this? And I'm not arguing against that because I'm not a big Master Chief Halo guy either. But there were a ton of video game critics saying the exact same thing about Kratos before this God of War.
I'm fine with that too. I mean, honestly, if they would have made a different, I think the mantle will get passed to Atreus. If they drastically change the character, where he all of a sudden he's got a voice, a better voice, and they give more of his backstory, they make him more, I guess, human or whatever, or just give him like just a better story.
Yeah,
that'd be great. But if they don't, I don't really give a shit about Master Chief.
No,
he's my avatar, and I don't really give a shit about that avatar.
Especially from a first-person shooter stamp.
Yeah, like I'm not emotionally invested in this character at all.
So the thing about Master Chief is you have to go through other media to find out about his backstory.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. That's a real bad excuse.
I was gonna say I know they have like animated movies and stuff.
I'm not
regarding
using it as an excuse, but I'm saying that in order to get that, that's where you kind of got to go, which I think is a little awkward for a lot of people because I mean, like really, if you're a gamer, you're gonna be gaming. You're not gonna try to like maybe watch like you can watch Halo Legends on Netflix and maybe read the Halo Reach book and all this other stuff.
That's a backwards way to do it, though. You want to get somebody emotionally invested in the game,
and
then they'll read the fucking books. I'm not going to give a if I don't give a shit about a character to begin with, I am never, ever, never going to look up all their ancillary shit.
See, I think what they should have done is used Master Chief's past in Part 5, and that would have been part of the reason why they were hunting him down.
Well,
and it's not.
Right.
I was just going to say, we don't even know at this point, timeline-wise, where we are.
Yeah,
right? I mean, this could be...
No, we do.
What we do? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is way later.
Oh, okay, so it is in the future.
Yeah, it's way
okay, I'm sorry.
future.
I didn't get that.
Way later. Why is he still alive? I'm just saying. We're talking about thousands of years, or hundreds of years,
What's up?
or 50 years?
Oh, you mean... Well, you're referring within the game timeline, yes?
Yeah,
this is like... Because he, like...
So you're confident that 6 is... a few years.
6. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about, like... Okay, yeah.
I was like, how did you get that from that trail?
I was gonna say.
I thought you were talking about...
I saw a helmet.
I thought he had inside information and shit. I was like, man, what did I fucking miss?
No.
Okay, so we don't... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is for 6, we don't even know if this is pre-Halo 1, goddamn. We don't know shit about... All we know is Master Chief is in it, pretty much.
Yes,
that's it. So I'm just saying. You know, all right. What was the other thing for Microsoft? Big news. I mean, they had Dying Light 2, but that's going to be cross-platform.
Yeah. And same thing with Devil May Cry.
Yeah, they did the same thing last year. They even though I'll say it wholeheartedly, they did way better this year than last year.
Sure.
Much better. All right. But they kept using that same fucking exclusive, worldwide exclusive fucking voice. And I'm like, okay, they're not exclusives. Like, a lot of them were not exclusives. You just saying worldwide premiere doesn't mean shit. It's not exclusive to your platform. I don't really give a shit if you're, like, showing it first. It's not bringing me to your console.
Yeah, exactly.
My Xbox One is still collecting dust because you don't have exclusive fucking content that I want to play.
Ooh, well, let me just add this, though. We did get a date for Crackdown, surprisingly.
And I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
But,
Didn't they announce that like 15 years ago or something?
Yeah, it's been a
Crackdown
minute.
3. So last year they announced it was supposed to release in November of this year.
I thought it was supposed to release last year.
Yeah, November of last year. I'm sorry. They missed that date, pushed it to this year, and then we got apparently Terry Crews is actually in the game.
Yes.
Because the trailer they showed his character's blowing up a whole fucking planet. Which, I mean, it looks like super destructive.
Y'all power!
Yeah, I expected fucking Old Spice to fucking jump out and start bathing and shit in the middle of it, but I mean, it should be interesting. I'm not a huge Crackdown fan, but
I like the game, but they're approaching Star Citizen status with their pushbacks and shit. So it's vaporware almost. But I mean, I'm still looking forward to it. Like I said, when it drops, I hope it drops. I will pull my fucking Xbox One back out of the box, and I'll fucking play it. Up until that point, I don't have a whole lot of reasons to do it.
You gotta play some Gears. Finish the Gears.
When's Gears coming out? You don't fucking know. It's gonna be way after Crackdown 3.
Well, Gears 4. Oh yeah, it'll probably come out way before Crackdown 3.
I'm pretty sure I played Gears 4. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of reasons for anybody right now to play on their Xbox.
I'm gonna play PUBG on your Xbox.
You can play it on I got a PC.
Yeah, well,
on PC. I can play it on my fucking phone. I played it on my phone.
Well, now you have options.
One other game
Xbox was not one of them.
Another game they had at Microsoft was the Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, which is certainly going to be on PC, PS4,
that's gotta be
and
on
Xbox.
It's not an exclusive.
But holy shit, this is CD Projekt Red's first game after the Witcher franchise, and they are those Polish dudes and women are putting everything into this shit. It looks fun.
I'm pretty sure it's CD Projekt Red, but they get money from the government to make the game.
Yeah.
Like it's that serious.
The Polish, that is a sense of national pride, and that's why. I'm sorry to go on a quick tangent. That's why it pissed me off when some people are criticizing the Witcher Netflix series as needing to have people from all other different ethnicities and all this other stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, what you're not realizing is for Poland and just Polish like mythological folklore, this is the creme de la creme, big shit for them. They put stuff from their actual mythology and whatnot in Central Europe into the game, and that's what they wanted to showcase. It was important to the author of the books. It was important to CD Projekt Red, and I don't want to see very much deviation from, I think it's going to be based on mostly the books, but much deviation from that just for the sake of you SJWs in 2018, 2019.
If you got a problem with that, then if they make a story about Shaka Zulu and then all of a sudden half his army is white,
Gods of Egypt.
It's total bullshit. You know, you do not need diversity everywhere. It doesn't belong everywhere.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It doesn't.
That's like watching anime saying like, hey, you need more black folks in this shit.
No,
y'all know that Chadwick Boseman's in Gods of Egypt?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is. He wants you to forget that, though.
They made it for it. Made Black Panther.
But I'm still looking forward to the Witcher series. But back to CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk, man. This looks futuristic dopeness to me.
You know what this reminds me of? Ready Player One for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see a little vibes.
I have that like, it gives me that feel of the look of Ready Player One, the film. So I was like, whoa.
The film, okay.
Yeah, not the book.
No, it's like I erased it from my mind.
I mean, But so this game was a surprise. So I don't know why they did not show the gameplay to the public, but they showed it to the press. Which I wish we were there because I would have thoroughly enjoyed to watch this.
Man, my pants have been soaked.
So apparently this game is a first-person shooter.
Yes.
And you can create your own character, and you have powers in the game. So it's not like The Witcher. In that respect. So obviously the gameplay mechanics are going to be totally different. I'm looking forward to it. It reminds me of Shadowrun, to be honest with you.
Oh, forgot about that.
That's like kind of old school.
Yeah. Dude, I knew a lot of people that liked that game a lot.
I think it could be really, really fucking good.
They've already told us that it's going to be 4 times larger than The Witcher 3, which had a huge world.
Well, it has to be bigger though, because you have fucking ships and you have cars that can fly and cars that can drive.
And you're probably going to space and colonies on other planets.
Maybe like cyber worlds too. I think there's like a little bit of like VR going on inside that world too.
That'd be dope.
It looks super, and there's going to be some political stuff and some modern, their take on modern times through the lens of cyberpunk.
Well, because in this world, like it takes place in the future, and I think like the economy is like really bad, and like what Odin was saying, like people are escaping to like basically the virtual world to escape the real fucking world sometimes. So
gangs are running wild. It just looks fucking hyped up crazy.
Is this an Xbox exclusive or is it like?
No, I doubt it. It's got to be cross-platform. Speaking of another cross-platform that Xbox or Microsoft showed is Devil May Cry, and I'm watching this trailer and I'm like, is this Dante with short hair or not?
I think it's Nero, right?
It's Nero, he's missing an arm. He was in the last Devil May Cry.
So I'm just gonna say this as someone who actually Devil May Cry 1 got me back into gaming.
Wow.
On the PS, I bought a PS2 for Devil May Cry. I got it late in the product cycle. It was at a time in my life where I had a little bit more time. Devil May Cry was my fucking shit, but I'm telling you right now, I don't want anybody but Dante in this franchise. I just don't. It's a fucking letdown for me.
Dante's in it, but you know what? Did you play the last Devil May Cry?
I played a little bit of it. A DMC, was that the one?
He's basically Dante.
Yeah.
The
Nero, right? Yeah.
I mean, he plays like Dante.
True. I loved that character. That was such a new, fun, exciting character. It was almost like how much I loved Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn. New IP, new character. I want to follow this character in all their sequels, and then they've dicked around with me on that. But if it's fun, it's fun. We'll see. Capcom again, obviously, on this one, right?
Oh, yeah. This is all Capcom.
The one thing that fucking Xbox or Microsoft brought to their to their conference was they showed fucking Jump Force, which looked dope as fuck. So
I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready either. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I almost passed out from dehydration busting so hard.
Fapping.
So this is a game where they take all your favorite anime characters basically and merge them into a world where they can fight against each other. And like in the goddamn trailer, they show like Goku about to fight off with fucking Naruto.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit! And then Frieza shows up, and all this other fucking anime characters showing up.
Luffy from One Piece is in there.
Luffy, goddammit.
Luffy, I'm sorry.
Luffy showed up. And dude, the fucking like they didn't show like the actual gameplay. It was just pretty much cutscenes and stuff like that. But like the animation or the graphics for this actually look pretty fucking badass.
Well, it looked like it's gonna be like the Naruto games where it's like 3-dimensional fighting.
Oh.
So that'll be really fun.
Y'all see at the end of the trailer they show Ryuk?
Oh, they show Light and Ryu.
Showed like from Death Note.
fuck.
Yeah,
So that'd be
that one made pay.
Wouldn't that be a quick battle though? It's hey, hey, what's going on, dog? What's your name?
Right. That's
Goku's
It's
on.
disrespectful not to have a fight and not know your name. Thank you. Goodbye.
Shakaju.
Yeah, this one just looked like anime, fat material, like all the way around with some great fighting. I did not hear any rumors about it. That's what got me.
Yeah.
That it was a great surprise.
I mean, 'cause that's huge. These are huge franchises merging into a game that hasn't been done, frankly, before.
Actually, it has been done before.
By whom did it?
Yeah, it just wasn't released in America.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so
But still.
and real quick too, to go back a little bit, don't sleep on Dying Light 2.
Oh, man.
Dying Light 1 was I think 2015 sleeper as hit.
Yeah.
With 4-player co-op, parkour, zombies, crafting. Then they added vehicles. There's still people playing on that one.
I actually went back and there's still people playing and they still added more content. The latest update was May 29th of this year.
God damn.
Adding content. I was like,
Great
God
fucking game.
dang. They added crazy. They added new modes. You can be different characters now. You can add like all kind of new weapons, new missions and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? There's so much shit in this fucking game.
Rare loot.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's great.
Wait, I was say jumping back to the Jump Force. Like there was a scene like when they were showing like opening like stills and stuff like that. They showed Frieza's ship. I was like, wait, is that Frieza's ship? But the other game that was only released in Japan is called J-Star's Victories Versus.
Yeah.
And that's a cross anime character fighting game, but it's more 2D fighting.
What gen was that? Was that the PS2, PS1?
Oh well, it said this came out in 2014.
Whoa,
So
okay.
I guess PS4.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious how Japan doesn't realize how many Americans are into anime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
Like,
truth.
Yeah, they really don't because they can capitalize way more. There's a lot of games that come out in Japan that don't come out here, and for the longest time we had to rely on fan subs for anime. I mean, I used to hate Crunchyroll because there's a fan sub site called Detebeo. They used to sub Naruto free.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, like they kept encroaching on more and more stuff that Detebeo did. Crunchyroll was.
Yeah.
And it became like this monopoly. And I was like, fuck those guys. So Detebeo, they released their shit within like maybe 5 or 8 hours.
Wow.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which back then that was like a
that's
huge
fast,
deal.
man.
But fucking Crunchyroll releases that shit. They basically almost live stream that
Yep.
shit.
It's like
Yeah.
simulcast.
I'm like, god damn, yeah, it's fucking amazing. So they changed my mind.
Right, I'm looking at the list of characters that were in the J-Star Victory Versus. We have I'm just gonna list off the anime because they list off characters. There's Assassin's Classroom, Megalobox, which I thought was fucking new, which like apparently been around for a while. There's Naruto, One Piece, Reborn, Rurouni Kenshin. What's some other ones?
Any
There's
hentai on there?
Dragon Ball Z. There's Fifth of the North Star.
Ooh.
Oh, then that's in what's the name too? And Jump Force. There's JoJo Bizarre Adventures in this
Oh
game.
yeah, Dio Brando.
There's Yu Yu Hakusho and a whole bunch of other ones. There's Hunter x Hunter.
Nice.
Yeah, that game looks fucking dope. There, Bobo was in that shit too. That's fucking dope.
Now, that sounds fucking cool, man.
You don't know Bobo? He's like fucking like the only black live action or not live action, but main anime character.
Yeah,
Or one of them, I should say.
hilarious. He's fucking
Giant
hilarious.
fucking fro.
Yeah, this is gonna be another fun one. I'm glad it's gonna be a big release and shit.
That's good.
Anything else from Microsoft? I can't quite recall anything that caught my eye other than those.
I had to like look online to double check, make sure.
I thought I saw some other stuff. Like I was hoping for more Alan Wake, but that's
I didn't see shit on that.
Yeah, I mean Alan Wake's such a good game though. I
need to play it.
It's legit fucking creepy as fuck.
I need to play
It's so good.
You know what game looked good? I'm actually not a big fan of franchise. It's the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah,
how did we forget that?
Oh, dude, there's legions of fans that have been waiting for this sequel.
So the first, I looked it up. The second Kingdom Hearts came out in like 04, 05.
Exactly, and people have been waiting.
Oh my god,
waiting.
And now look,
waiting.
I've not played a single one, so they need to actually like do a bundle with my for me.
Well, I saw some people were saying that I guess there's an HD version.
Okay.
That's on I think PSN and maybe Xbox, but I think it's $15.
I might just
like
play
that.
the third one though. I mean, unless I'm really missing out on some shit. You know what I mean?
People were saying that you'll probably miss out on stuff because they built up like these relationships with characters.
But sometimes it's super hard to go back to something like 12, 15 years.
Like I feel like you might have to go back and play one. I mean, maybe not, but like I don't understand how like this character is in the fucking Disney universe. Like, because it looks like he just stepped out of fucking Final Fantasy, but he's in like Disney World and stuff like that. So I gotta figure out like how he's in. Like I remember the backstory a little bit. I think he got like sucked into it somehow, and he's got to find like fucking like a key sword to be able to get back or something like that. But
sounds plausible.
Yeah, it's just it's
you know what?
Fucking years since the first one.
I can watch a YouTube vid.
Yeah, right.
Every single bit of it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fuck it.
With cutscenes and everything.
Terrible.
Yep, I'm a cheat. I'm a motherfucking cheat on that shit.
Well, dude, that's what I did with Final Fantasy VII. Like I owned the game and I played it, and like I got all the way down to the very last character. Like all my characters were level 9. I had like everything I needed to fight against Sephiroth.
Yeah.
But I let my friend borrow my PlayStation. This is PlayStation 1, y'all.
Goddamn.
And he wiped my memory card.
Fuck his dog. Fuck his house.
Yeah.
Fuck where he lived.
Yeah, he's a mutual friend of me and Kronos. But after that, I was like, I am not going back to play. That was like goddamn maybe like about 50 hours worth of goddamn work wasted. But once it came out on the PC, I was able to just watch the cutscenes. That's all you need to fucking watch. It was the final battle.
Let's go to Square Enix a little bit. This shit hurt my fucking soul quite a bit. There was no motherfucking Avengers shit that they teased last year, right? Didn't they tease that shit last year? Or sometime in 2017.
Yeah, they teased it.
Yeah.
Very like extra teased. Like
it was more
instead of them touching the tip, they just blew on the tip.
Oh man.
You gotta take it all the way in, girl.
Spit on it.
So it wasn't even just the Avengers.
Yeah.
They were missing one that was way more important.
Which one?
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, did they promise that?
They didn't even fucking mention it.
Oh.
What?
I was like, what the fuck?
I know there was something that came out earlier, like last week or something, for Final Fantasy VII Remake, but yeah, they didn't announce anything at their conference.
Vaporware.
So when you say a remake, they are going to do a version literally for this gen that is a remake of the old OG version with high definition, all that stuff.
It's going to be. Have you seen Final Fantasy VII Children of Crisis or whatever it's called?
No,
Advent Children.
Advent Children.
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, so it's basically they upgraded the animation style too. So it's not just like cheap ass load animation. It looks like some legit shit.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah,
nice.
They even changed the fucking combat.
But they didn't mention it at all.
No.
When I think of Square Enix, I do think of Final Fantasy, even though I haven't played any of them. So, what the fuck happened
you
here?
need to play one, man.
I'm down to try, but you said I thought, was it 6 or 7 to start with? Which one?
Was it 3, 4?
Honestly, like
5.5.
I recommend 6 because it's the best game in the series in my humble opinion. Which is, it's a pretty weighty opinion, but if you want to have fun with like a modern game, the last game they made, 15 was fucking excellent. It was really good.
And I don't need to know shit about. Do I need to watch YouTube vids on?
No, they're all different. That's the great thing about Final Fantasy is that every single game is different. They're gonna have
they might bring in some characters.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 have like some of the same characters.
Yeah,
but 15 is great.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
Okay.
So the combat's a little different from like most Final Fantasies, but it's accessible to most people.
Is this the boy band one with the cars?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yes, but it's fun. Yeah.
Good.
awesome.
Good
That's the
shit.
one out. That one had VR attached to it too, right? Like they actually had a PlayStation VR version of it.
I think part of it was, yeah.
Nice.
Good shit. What's is the one with lightning or whatever?
That is like I think 11.
Oh shit. Okay.
That was a while ago, and that's one of the ones. I'm sorry, it was 10 because they had 10 too.
Damn.
And that was the one that.
Don't they have like 13, 2, 3, and 6 or whatever?
On some of the games. That's why I said most of the games are totally different, but
Okay.
10 and 10-2, they have some of the same characters in it. But for the most part, they have different characters in all the games, different gameplay mechanics. So it's fun.
So the last one that came out with 15 was 15, and they haven't said shit, at least from E3, about 7 or 16 or any of them coming out soon.
They haven't announced their next one, but it takes a long time to make a Final Fantasy game because
Okay.
there's a lot that goes into that shit. So for that part, that's fine. But if the remake, they've already announced.
Oh,
They
shit.
did it like a
what the
long
fuck?
fucking time ago.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess they knew that most fans wanted to see Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Which, that game has been in development for basically 500 years. So they keep...
It's been 13 years since the last one.
Yeah, they keep releasing different remakes of old games.
Okay.
If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. They have like 5 versions of each 1
Yeah.
and 2.
I've
And that's
seen
not an exact.
some.
It's probably more than that.
Yeah.
So
I want to check it out. I will say this, though. Fortnite got Thanos in that shit in like a week. God damn it.
Right.
Show me a little bit of some Avengers, too. I mean, something, goddamn.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think Square Enix in a lot of ways wet the bed in a lot. At least to
It's-
most fans, besides Kingdom Hearts fans.
yeah,
wait,
totally agree.
It's-
Square Enix did. I mean,
What else do they have?
Well, technically, they still have Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that
Oh, that is
Yeah,
them.
Square
Okay.
Enix is them. I mean, it's developed by Crystal Dynamics, but distributed by Square Enix.
that game
And,
looks good?
It looks like the last 2 Tomb Raiders were really fucking good.
Yeah.
And this one looks to be just as good. There's a gameplay trailer as well as a cinematic trailer. The gameplay trailer looks like there's a bit more to the stealth, a lot more brutal killings because
Okay.
she fucks people up,
Bad.
like even more so than the last one. Like I thought the last one she fucked people
What are we
up.
talking about?
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
Shadow
Shadow
of
of
Tomb
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Because like she's like slitting throats and shit, and like I'm like, holy
motherfuckers.
shit! Oh man, she's eviscerating people. I'm like, damn.
She's so tiny too.
Yeah.
Is she farting on people's heads and all?
She might as well.
Teabagging.
I'm gonna one up you. They have to have a move called the Muff Dive, where she's high above and just kills them with her pussy.
Yes.
You know what?
Gosh.
That's actually
Kill him
a
with
good
a
way to go.
queef.
But yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
And that drops this October.
It drops out this year.
Yeah.
You can already pre-order.
On all platforms.
Ooh, I can't wait.
See for that game, like the last one, it came with my laptop that I ordered, and it was fucking amazing playing on my laptop. So I actually might buy that for my PC,
All right.
and not the actual console.
I think the game overall is going to be good on whatever console whatever medium you're going to play.
Well, plus it also the last one had VR capability too, which is actually
yeah.
kind of fucking dope.
The only thing I will give a knock to is their multiplayer. It seems like they still haven't kind of figured out how to do it.
I think they should just leave it alone.
The last 2 have had it. But it's been a little strange in certain ways. I like the what was it? Rise of the Tomb Raider had the co-op like mode, which was a little funky, but it's fun. It's better than the Tomb Raider one where it's like 5-on-5 like PvP. It was like weird.
So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like Tomb Raider as a whole. I think where they really need to focus on is making sure this campaign is the best one. Because I think they took a slight step backwards with the second one, the most recent one from last 2 years ago, compared to the first one, which was the original kind of reboot from, what was it, 13? In terms of the story, I think the last boss, wasn't it the last boss a fucking helicopter or some bullshit?
No.
No, there was a fucking last
There was a helicopter, yeah.
Yeah,
there was a helicopter.
you can't have no. Fuck you.
last one, you have to kill the fucking dude. You have to like kill him with like little
A
gas.
helicopter's a shitty boss. Final boss.
That's some old school Nintendo boss type shit.
I'm just saying improve it. I'm not saying it was the worst thing ever. I'm just saying you can make it better.
You still had it. I mean, you shoot down the helicopter, but they survive, and you got to kill the people that are in the helicopter.
It was a weak ending, bro. It was weak as fuck.
But that was kind of weak, to be honest.
But I mean, the rest
you
of
got
the
to kill
game,
fucking bears and tigers and shit.
Yeah,
the game was good, but
drop them down on full set and booby traps
the
and
bears
shit.
will fuck you up like hard, but it's so good.
All right, good shit. Where you want to go? You want to do Smash?
We're gonna go to Nintendo, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is there something else you want to talk about?
Wasn't there Just Cause 4
Yes.
from Square Enix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
Cause
they did
4.
that one?
Yep. They now Just Cause 4.
Yeah, I like 3.
They need to work on the controls. That was the main problem with me, is that when the controls were not good. So the buttons are not where they should be, and I realized, for all of them. I mean, I realized that you can change them, but they're not good from the gate.
Yeah.
So they need to change that for the next game.
I got it for free on PSN, and I didn't like it. Like I got bored almost immediately.
It's a little clunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking deleted that shit. Like, not today.
All right. Super Smash Brothers.
We talking about Nintendo.
Yeah.
Or actually, did we talk about Sony? Because we're talking about day
we
by
did
day,
not
right?
yet. Not yet.
So we gotta go to Sony. Sony would be the next one, right?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Days Gone
Was not at their
missing.
Yeah, it was missing, but it's okay. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the things that were in the Sony conference. So
If you're listening to this right now, you might want to get some napkins.
yeah, they went hard as fuck for The Last of Us 2. What I mean hard as fuck, they literally had a venue just to showcase that game, because the beginning of the trailer of this game was in the place where all the people were.
Yeah.
It was in a tent that was basically a church, and yeah, it was Ellie, an older Ellie, with her girlfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
Pretty sure.
Well, I don't know. That seemed kind of iffy to me.
They was kissing and shit and dancing.
Yeah, they definitely were, but there was something with the
guy.
Asian guy too that was in the mix that seemed relationship wise.
Yeah, he says that they broke up, and she gives him time about how long they're gonna get back.
I don't know.
together.
It was a little weird, at least in terms of who was dating who.
She was pansexual. That's what it was.
It was Lando.
Wait,
They made Orlando.
polyamorous, I think is the word you're looking for.
No, she fucks chicks and dudes. How about that?
Not Ellie.
I'll leave it at that.
There you go.
So, fuck those new terms. Just saying.
Yeah. So, I love The Last of Us. She also kind of make a few references to Joel right off the bat, which was exceptional. You know, even though you don't see him in that intro.
That's the male figure from the last one, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not her dad, right? It's not his.
It's not her dad, not her biological father, but the relationship between those two is what the first one is all about.
Pretty much.
And
They do have father-daughter relationship.
I think she calls him her old man or
The
something
guy
like that.
calls her when the Asian
he
guy
does,
he
yeah.
calls her your old man.
Yeah.
She doesn't really talk a whole lot in the trailer.
No.
So-
she's awkward and kind of nervous and like 15, 16. So it seems like it's about 4 or 5 years that have passed.
The graphics though were amazing. Like the freckles on her face.
Yeah.
The kissing noises they were making.
Even like when they kiss, like the pressing of their lips when they pulled apart, like their lips like stuck together just slightly a little
That's spittle.
So there's actually a IGN does a little snippet with them where they talk about how they did the kiss, and they show behind the scenes on how they did it, and it's not what you would think. It's actually pretty funny.
Did they kiss an octopus or something?
Well, they have to do it. So the way
They have shit
that
on
they
their
do
face.
motion capture, they have a camera in front of their face.
Oh, okay.
So you can't kiss with the camera there. So they have to kiss and then redo it with the camera. So they have to like merge these two motions together. It's like weird, but they talk about their experience. It's pretty funny, but it's like 2 minutes, but it's still pretty cool.
But then it takes a sharp turn from that kind of emotional,
turn.
lovey-dovey shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, we getting in the dirt, we getting grimy, you got fucking motherfuckers to kill. Fireflies forever.
I thought it was interesting how they didn't show like the zombie-like creatures.
No.
Yeah, no.
It was all people.
But in the first one. Well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, didn't they like in the beginning of the trailer they talked about how like, oh, mankind's finally making a comeback, and that's kind of what they were celebrating. Like that whole dance theme was like mankind
could
surviving and moving forward.
It's a long time since we've seen these characters.
Yeah, so
I remember in the first game we saw very few people in the game, except for when you run into Joel's brother. They have that little colony.
You were full of shit because there's the.
Oh, did you didn't play the game?
Well, no, when you're playing the game, it's mostly like.
Did you play the game?
Yeah, I had to play it twice.
Bro, for like the 30 minutes that I played it, because thank you fucking Sony for fucking on PlayStation, but I ran into plenty of people.
Yeah, so there's the black son and brother.
The two brothers.
There's like a whole little town that you're in when you first start.
There's the fat old gay dude. I mean,
no, I'm not talking like I'm talking about a group of people. Like they have a community.
There's a community in the beginning of the game in the first one.
Well, and that's in past tense from most of like the live part of the game.
Yeah, everyone else is because they're kind of wiped out.
The game
I didn't get very far at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm saying.
You were at the 1% mark.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like you
only got the trophy return.
There aren't large groups. You're right, but there's a ton of people you meet in every single.
Yeah, but not like what you see in this.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But when she goes under that car, that's new mechanics. That's new fucking stealth, and she fucking blasts old girl in her fucking face and shit.
Damn.
And the stabbing motions. That's what I could.
That fucking machete she was fucking dudes up with. I was like, damn, the guy with the fucking crazy ass sledgehammer or some shit.
Yes.
She fucked this shit up.
Well, what I noticed right away is Ellie is faster than Joel, because Joel was older and a little bit more stiff and whatnot. She has like moves and shit. You know what I mean? Like she can move that fucking blade and she could dodge, things way better than he ever could.
She got moves like Jagger.
Did y'all notice like it looks like there was gameplay that seamlessly went into like a small cinematic?
Yeah.
But yet you're able to jump out and go back into gameplay. Yep. So it was like weird. I wasn't sure, am I watching a cinematic or am I watching real gameplay? But then you see whoever's playing go through the inventory, equip arrows and stuff. But then like when people grab you and stuff, there's like a mini like dialogue cinematic, and then you're able to like stab people in the neck and shit. That. I was like, holy shit!
Naughty Dog was showing off.
Right there. Yeah,
I'm watching the trailer right now, and holy shit, this looks better than Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
because Tomb Raider had my money right when I saw the trailer, but this might be a game I'll pick up for sure.
I got the remake from Prodigy because. Seriously? All right.
You gonna tell the story?
I mean, this is like episode 13. 22.
This is the story of why Cronus doesn't play Last of Us, hasn't played Last of Us, and shits on Last of Us. Even though it's not Last of Us, it's not their fault.
No.
All right. So what had happened was, the week probably The Last of Us came out, I was playing the game. I was enjoying the game. Like the very first fucking few minutes, I was like, damn, my heartstrings fucking already? Goddamn. I was enjoying it. And then it was a patch that came out for the PS3.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And it was a patch that affected users that had non-standard hard drives.
Yep.
Which I did not. I bought a third-party hard drive that was much larger. I think it was like 2 or 3 terabytes, something like that. And it bricked my fucking PS3. It was really. And then I was one of the first few to call, and they said, "Oh yeah, just send it to us, and we can fix it." And so I sent it to them to fix. It took about a month. They sent it back. My PlayStation was blank. They just sent it back empty. I was like, bitch, I could have fucking done that because I already fucking did it, motherfuckers. And my save data was full.
Yeah.
And like my cloud save data was full, so I lost all the fucking shit that I played.
Yep.
And I was just angry because of that. I didn't finish the game.
It's all right. You're going back now.
Yeah,
ever since that happened, every time there's a PlayStation update comes up, I'm like, fuck it. I'm googling and see who's anybody shit's bricking. Anybody shit's bricking. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I wait at least a day, and then I Google like what the patch name is, and then issues.
Yeah,
and then I wait.
Yeah, it's good shit. The other one made me fuck. Are we done on Last of Us? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still watching the trailer. Goddamn.
Oh, I know what you're gonna talk about.
The one that fucking got me, and Stitch ain't here, but goddamn, Spidey looks epic.
Oh, that was later. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm on board.
Spidey had the whole Sinister Six and then some, right?
Well, who's the sixth one though? We don't know yet.
Yeah, that's a mystery, but he's definitely in the game. He's definitely in because
he's like Negative Man or some shit.
But they definitely had Rhino. They had Electro. They had Vulture.
They're missing Doc Ock.
Yeah, and that may be the one we haven't seen yet.
They had the Lizard,
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion or Lizard. I forget his fucking name.
We don't see Venom yet.
What's the name of there's the Lizard guy who's like his teacher, but then there's like the other guy.
You're right. It was Scorpion.
Yeah, it was Scorpion.
Yeah, okay. Venom was not in the Sinister Six.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of all his villains in general.
But who do you think he calls out for at the end at the trailer before it cuts?
I thought it was going to be Miles, but I don't know.
Because I heard rumors that Miles was supposed to be in this.
Yeah, I mean,
but
could it be Venom? Maybe it's
no, because it was like they were showing a lot of white, so I don't think it would be Venom.
It could be Kingpin for all we know. You know what I mean?
You think Kingpin would help him?
Yeah, because he probably can profit off of him, or maybe it's Tony Stark.
Yeah,
he's like, I need my suit back.
You know what I do like though? This is an older Spider-Man. This is not a teenage Spider-Man whatsoever. He's been doing this for I think they said 5 or 6 years now. And he's locked up all of the Sinister Six already, and then some shit's going down where basically their version of Arkham Asylum is let loose.
Well, what's fucking dope in the trailer? There's there's one scene where Spider-Man is chasing after Electrode, and there's a scene where you're fucking like running up against a wall, and then he jumps. But see, like you go from like a vertical, like a looking up view to like a side view, which fucking threw me for a loop. I was like, holy shit, that's dope. But what's cool is that like Electro, he kind of had like, he wasn't like web slinging, he was more like electric, like he was shooting his electrical signals. Basically, it was like
electricity.
Electricity. It was basically like he was web swinging, but using like electricity, and that's how he was getting around. I thought that was kind of fucking dope to see for a villain to do something like that.
He seems so fucking agile, even though you love the Arkham games in terms of like the movements with Batman and all the fighting and shit. This seems like there is so many more combinations than anything associated with like Batman, because Spidey has all the web slinging tricks and the agility that no other fucking hero has, pretty much. What y'all think?
Well, plus all the like the fighting mechanics too. Like there's a scene where he jumps up, he grabs the guy, juggles him in the air, starts kicking his ass. Then he like shoots his web, grabs like a fucking like a locker, pulls that toward him, and starts swinging around and like knocking out other people. Like the whole fucking mechanics of this game looks fucking dope.
God damn.
We haven't had a Spider-Man game in a long time. Too.
It's been a minute.
Remember like the Spider-Man 2 or 1 like on the PlayStation
Based
2?
off the movie?
Yep.
It was fucking awesome. It was like one of the first few like really fun open world superhero games.
Where you could just like web sling, off of buildings that didn't weren't above you, but you could just sling off them.
And then the Hulk. Remember when the Hulk came out? It was they used basically the same engine.
Yep.
It was really fun.
I kind of touched on the Spider-Man thing during our press or panel at SF Comic-Con.
Wasn't the last one like Web of Shadows?
You could be right about that.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
Still PS3, right?
PS3, Xbox.
That game was so much fun.
I think that was literally the last one.
So this one looks like it's going to knock everything else previously with like Spider-Man video games out of the fucking water. And that's September, early September, I think. God damn.
Yeah, so many things are so soon.
Yeah, man, that's just a few months away.
Which is rare because I think a lot of times with E3 they'll announce stuff that's going to come out in like 5 years or something like that. Yeah. But that was 5 years ago when they announced Spider-Man, so it's about goddamn time this game is out.
Yeah, no shit. What was the other one?
There was that one
Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, which looked it was crazy because the way it first started, they had like a dude playing a fucking flute, and this dude was like goddamn, I was gonna say Mick Jagger on a fucking flute.
He was fucking good.
Yeah, he was hella fucking great. But then like it cuts into it pans into the actual game, and like just the whole mechanics of that game look it reminds me of Arkham. Like when the guy because you're basically is there a samurai or
you're a samurai?
Yeah, you're a samurai, and you're like trying to rescue somebody, and there's a scene where you
Mongols are invading.
Mongols are invading.
Yeah, well that was so okay. So pause real quick. I was very confused when I first watched it because it was like the Mongols are invading. I was like, the Mongols didn't invade Japan. They invaded China. They invaded Europe. They invaded a lot of Asia. They didn't invade Japan, as far as I know. So I was confused. I was like, are they in China as Japanese people?
I don't know.
So
I don't know where they are.
I was confused, but it's all good. It was still cool.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's just historical shit. Sorry.
But no, I was gonna say like there's like the scene where like the samurai has like a bit of a showdown with somebody else, and it's like that classic like anime style where like he's got his fucking sword in his sheath. How you say it? Sheath. Has it in his sheath, and like they run toward each other. And he like pulls it out, slits dude's neck, and dude just goes down. I was like, holy shit! Then he like kills off the other guy, but then all of a sudden some chick shows up, and then like turns out they're friends, and they go off and try to save some monk, but then some shit goes down there because. It was cool because like that's where I thought it was like Batman, where like he's up on the roof and the guy's like watching them from below, and he like jumps down and fucking just stabs dudes to the head. But then like there's like a fight scene between the samurai and his friend, which was fucking dope because that was like some old school shit. Like the cinematography of this fight scene was pretty dope because you have all these red leaf on the ground. All of a sudden there's like a fire that's blazing in the background. Yep. All of a sudden all you see is just their shadows. You see their shadows fighting against each other.
Real quick, I'll let you finish, but there was something that most people probably didn't notice in this game that I noticed in that fight scene that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So there's all these leaves in the ground that are orange, right? If you look on the ground as they're moving around, the leaves are moving in real time and they do not disappear. They are permanent where they're at. So if they move back to where it was, like they've
cleared.
Yeah, they'll keep moving. So I was like, holy fucking shit! And at the same time, there's shit coming out from the sky and shit.
But also with there's a scene where he's like riding his horse through like a field of like
tall grass,
something like that, and like the way that's moving around when the horse is like running was fucking kind of crazy. But yeah, this game looks dope.
Yeah. All right.
Is there a release date for this?
I don't think they have one.
I don't think they have one either. But it's by Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Looks like an exclusive.
So it's gonna be awesome. Sucker Punch also made shit. They didn't make shit. They made really good games. It was
Infamous?
Yeah, Infamous. Jesus Christ. I remember Second Son. I was like, what was the other one? Yeah, they made Infamous.
Oh, wait. Who?
Love that game. Platinum, all of them.
We skipped a game. I don't know if this was a Sony game, but Prodigy, you were talking about this a bit. Was this Shadows Die Twice game?
Yeah. Were you going to go to something else? Or
No. We can talk about that.
Yeah, so it's I think it's pronounced Sekiro. I think it's Sekiro. This is From Software's new one. From Software did the Bloodborne and the Dark Souls. This one is their direct middle finger fuck you to Neo. Because Neo was a carbon-ass copy of the Soulsborne kind of franchise with some ancient feudal Japan with their own twists and whatnot. And this one seems like it's going to be very different with actual like facial animations and all that. This made me fucking nut my fucking pants.
What game was it again?
It's called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And it looks like he has a fake arm or a robotic arm.
It was a wooden mechanical arm.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But he's still a samurai, and that gives him the ability to like shoot it out and climb walls and do all kinds of ill shit. But you're fighting Japanese mythological figures and samurai villains with your sword. All the way around, it just looks fucking dope, man. I was sold. I'll trust From Software, so that was cool. And then we even got Neo 2 announced, surprisingly.
Yeah.
That dropped in 2017. So that's a fast turnaround.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I didn't see this trailer for this game. Holy
Which
shit.
one, Neo 2?
Yeah.
No, for Shadow Dies Twice.
Yeah, I kind of
missed.
I missed it. I heard Prodigy screaming and nutting at
nutted
the same
hard.
time about this. And I'm like, what is this? And I need to watch this later, and I never did.
It's a true new IP.
I heard he used like 2 or 3 body pillows.
Yeah.
Well, like see, it's always around E3 where I'm always like, dude, I miss G4 because G4 had the shit down
Best
locked.
coverage.
Now it's like, fuck, I don't know what. Like I go on YouTube, there's like 5 different people who are covering type shit.
Well, you got to pick what you like the most, right? So there's Rooster Teeth, there's IGN,
There's YouTube,
and there's YouTube Live,
GameSpot.
and GameSpot, right?
and Katana.
Kotaku.
But I mean, you're right. None of them have the personalities of the folks that run G4.
Like, so I was watching, I watched it during YouTube, and like it was really weird. Like for the YouTube channel, like after the press events, they had like they basically had like a talking sessions or interviews with people.
Yeah.
And they had like this giant like maybe 15-inch screen in between the people who they're talking to and the host, and it was just super fucking awkward. It was like they were like halfway across the room talking to each other. It just seemed like there was no connectivity between the host and the characters.
YouTube and the people that are like the main like gaming entities that are on YouTube they're in this really weird spot where they're famous, they make money, but they try to emulate other conventional medias, right? So they're trying to use like this weird fucking talk show format where like somebody's sitting at a table, someone's sitting at a couch, or someone's sitting on a couch, and the other person's sitting on a couch, but they're far away, and it's not natural.
Couch?
Yeah,
It's red.
Yeah, it's not natural at all, and it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I really would like them to like not do that.
Yeah.
Just sit down at a table and talk, you know, or something. It's strange to see it. I mean, I think that G4 did it. They did it better.
Yeah.
As far as like their coverage goes, and I hope that they learn from this. Another thing that was weird is that I know that YouTube has a lot of influencers that are high influencers, right? But a lot of them, they're not that great speaking on certain things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, but there's people that I watched that they were invited by YouTube to go speak on games, but first of all, they had differing opinions that caused like it was like watching sandpaper rub against each other, which like, okay, this guy has a different opinion and the other guy's a different opinion. Why do you have that both of them like talking like this? And like a lot of people that are like sitting really far away from each other, so that's even more awkward.
Weird.
And it's like I don't really trust their opinions on games for some of the people they had talking about games on their YouTube channel. So I think that YouTube should kind of vet a little better. It's not just about fucking subscription numbers.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that the person that they're talking to, first of all, understands gaming, and then second of all, is not going to have some like awkward that they're personable. All right, because this is the problem. A lot of these YouTube personalities, they do this shit alone.
Yeah.
All right, and then you see them on camera with multiple people, and you realize, oh my god, they're fucking really weird. Talking to people that they don't fucking know, or just people in general.
Yeah.
Like they don't have fucking people skills.
Media training is a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking hard. Like interviewing somebody, that shit's fucking difficult.
Yeah, you need to, and a lot of them they don't interview people either. Like that are these YouTube personalities. Like they need to really have people that are sociable on there, and that's I'm not knocking them. Because I'm not naming, so I don't really have to fucking worry about that. But they need to like work on the people skills. All right, you just doing YouTube channel on your own, talking to a camera on your own,
talk to imaginary people, basically.
Yeah, a couple of days a week does not make you a fucking orator. You know what I mean? You're basically a loner that's talking to yourself, and I get that because I do the same. I do car vlogs. And I talk to myself, but I also do a podcast once a week with 4 other dudes, and I have to work on how to talk to somebody. And a lot of the times, people come on these shows, and they are really socially fucking awkward, and it's painfully obvious when we're watching it. So please, YouTube, can we pick different people that have social skills?
You know what? I know.
Hey, us.
I was gonna say I know 5 dudes who would be really good at this job.
We would shit all over shit.
Wait, we already do.
Like, hey, I heard Spider-Man's supposed to have Miles Morales. Where the fuck was he?
I didn't see no black people.
Put Wesley Snipes in The Witcher.
So, well, one thing we didn't talk about that came from Sony was
make him Siri. He's trans now. He's transracial and transgender.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not gonna touch on the giant elephant in the room, but there was this other game that fucking was mind blowing. Was Control.
Oh, so you watched it too?
Yeah, that shit fucked me up, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is? Because she had like the chick had a gun and it kept like pulsating, like it kept like it looked like it was an 8-bit gun that kept like having glitches and the pieces and shit kept falling apart and coming back together. That gun was goddamn powerful as fuck. It did crazy kind of damage.
Did you watch the gameplay?
I didn't watch the gameplay. I just watched whatever they showed on the thingy.
Okay,
Watch that, bruh.
So the gameplay was fucking amazing. So basically, that chick got superpowers.
Okay, yeah.
Like supernatural powers. Like she can like bring up like this fucking force kinetic shield and shit, and like pick up objects and like throw at people. And I was very impressed with like the early impressions that I had of this game. I hope it gets better from here, because so far I'm on board. So Remedy is who made the game, and their last game they made for consoles, I believe, was Max Payne 3. This is the last Max Payne. They made a few other games as well. Oh, they made
Alan
Alan Wake and Quantum something, right?
Yeah, Quantum Break.
Quantum
Yeah.
Break. But we already talked about Max Payne 3 was Rockstar Vancouver.
No, but it's also Remedy too. Like,
Oh yeah, they were the ones who started Max Payne.
Yeah. So the gameplay looks amazing. The trailer looked amazing. So it's basically like a mix of like Max Payne meets Inception, sort of, with some like crazy supernatural shit. So,
Yeah, Alan Wake is so good. Just saying.
The thing that got me was her when she got. It sounds weird to describe. When she was getting shot at by the bad guys, she picked up debris, which was basically parts of the fucking ground, and used that to block bullets being shot at her on some serious X-Men mutant shit. So that was dope.
Yeah, it was amazing, and like nobody talked about it that much. I was like, oh, okay.
That impressed me, even though it was a 2-minute clip.
And like she can like fly and shit too. Like she can like cover up in the air. Cause I'm watching the game trailer right now, and it's like, fuck, this is ridiculous.
Yep.
It looks amazing.
Is this an original IP?
Yeah, it's a new IP.
Looks like that. I'm super trusting of Hideo Kojima, but holy fuck, this game seems weird as all get out.
It looks
you're talking
scary
about-
as fuck.
So
Death Stranding.
There we go.
So you know what I got from this game so far?
What?
Nothing.
It's a delivery game.
Okay.
You deliver shit. You're a courier.
I guess so.
That has a baby that can help you.
And that you
maybe?
can swallow.
Yeah.
What
you can
the-
swallow the baby?
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
there's
see-
like a-
it's in his. They show like a colonoscopy or whatever the fuck, or fucking the camera goes in
his
Norman
throat.
Reedus' throat, and you see the baby inside of his body.
Yeah, and it like waves, and it comes back
And it
out.
comes back out. It's fucking weird.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in this game.
Yeah, it's real fucking weird. But it's Metal Gear is fucking weird.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes.
if you don't believe me, play Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. Metal Gear is weird. Hideo is weird. Let's just start with that.
It is weird.
But
I'm fine with it.
This is going to be weirder than anything with Metal Gear. I can already tell.
Oh, yeah.
dude. Like the scene they showed him where like. Like he's like walking through the field and like he activated the baby or I don't know what the fuck the baby does. All I know is like I guess the baby can let you see like what's around you, like these things, these.
Daryl from Walking Dead shouldn't have a baby in his belly. I'm just saying.
He does. Though.
They didn't
It's fucking weird, man.
I did not get the sense that the baby was in his belly at all in the trailer. Did I
No,
just
there's
miss some shit?
There's a trailer from last year.
But I mean, there's like this beginning clip they show.
It's a beginning clip where it shows a baby in something, but I don't get it.
There's,
get, like,
so
the
there's
thumb
a
up?
scene last
Yeah,
year.
but it doesn't go anywhere, see?
No, there's a scene last year where he's running into the lake or the water, and he's about to get caught, and
Yeah, he eats the baby.
He has the baby, and they show.
But the baby's in it's in an apparatus. It's not in
No,
him.
but after the apparatus, they go into his mouth.
see if I can
and
find
you
it.
see, you see the baby in his stomach, and they pull the camera back out.
Yeah, y'all gotta show me that because I did not see
Weird.
that at all.
I was
at
like,
all.
"What is this?"
I saw the footage that Blue was just showing me, and that was definitely not down his throat
God damn.
or up his ass or any other place.
Any other kind of orifices?
No, it was just they showed the baby with.
Oh, look
thumbs
here,
up.
this one.
God
So look.
damn. So he's showing it to him on his laptop. But
Oh, yeah.
So no, so we got a. This is a GIF.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look, it goes back in.
Okay.
That's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, that is weird.
Hideo's got that good fucking weed
he's-
and angel
he's on-
dust or something.
he's on some
So
fucking
he
futuristic shit.
He like swallows the baby.
I wish either I knew Japanese or Hideo Kojima knew what the fuck
English?
that he knew English. There is shit inside. There's like a pattern inside this
Beer can?
beer can.
What the fuck? All right.
Yeah, you gonna
You
cut
gonna
that shit
open it
open.
up with a knife?
It's fucking me up now.
You're about to be
He
imbued
got
with power.
fixated on it right away.
Yeah.
But
What,
yeah.
you
You probably found fucking Willy Wonka's golden ticket.
Yeah.
If you who are not watching, he just cut open the can with his knife, and
Now he's looking inside a beer can. All right.
So this is made by Hideo Kojima as well.
It was just beer.
I was really hoping for.
Anticlimactic and weird.
I thought you
was-
found
I
like the game cheat for fucking the game.
Oh,
I thought a baby was gonna come out. I was like, oh shit, Hideo found us.
It's a good beer though.
Yeah.
But it was during the trailer they showed like some more characters in this game, and there was like a giant reveal at the end.
What was the giant reveal again?
I can't remember the name of the actors that's in the end of the game.
I know Mads Mikkelsen's in it, and so is Guillermo del Toro.
So why isn't the baby being digested if it's in his stomach?
I have no idea.
Hideo on that good.
Has Hideo not taken sexual education?
He may not have. Who knows, man? He don't.
But one interesting thing, there was like that one cutscene where the chick's like eating the bug or some shit.
Oh yeah, that was
That
weird.
shit was weird. She's like,
And it sounded real fucking gross.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? And she even her like whole entire facial expression eating the bug just felt fucking awkward as hell.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Even though this is strange, we don't understand what the fuck is going on. I'm still going to give him some of my money. I know I'm going to buy this and experience it.
Well, that whole scene when they showed like the shadow people or whatever, fucking like coming at him and grabbing him and like sucking him to the ground, made me think of the movie, what was it, Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah. You in danger.
Yeah, you and Dane.
All right, was that it for Sony? Is there anything else?
I don't think so. I think there was a few other things that were missing. Talk about Death Stranding. Oh, that's not important. That's not important.
I was gonna say with
Resident Evil 2.
Remake. The remake.
Fuck that.
People are excited about it.
I'm excited about it because I played the first one and two, but you better be able to fucking run. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
just run
I
and
think,
shoot.
that might be cross-platform because I know all of them are on the GameCube.
You're probably
Well,
right.
since we're on Sony, I guess we'll talk about Days Gone now.
Sure.
Even though Days Gone was not part of the Sony conference for some reason.
Weird.
But they had their own conference with gameplay.
Okay.
And Days Gone looks even more awesome. So
Is that the zombie one?
it's not a zombie game.
Yeah, they call them.
I thought it was a zombie game. Yeah,
They
they're
look like
freakers.
zombies.
But they're not. They're infected with a virus that makes them some certain way. They do things that are not zombie like they make nests.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So that's interesting, and they can come at you in a horde. They can come at you day and night.
Yep.
So and they're fast, and there's different kinds of them. So
This sounds more and more like Dying Light. I'm just saying.
Dying Light at nighttime things get way worse.
Things
Yeah.
do get
This
way
one-
worse.
this one is not like
there,
that.
There's certain infected that will make nests.
But also you got to remember, Dying Light was first person.
It is first person.
And so this is certainly not.
Yeah. So the thing I like about this one is that you're the main character. I forget his name, but
Deacon, right?
Deacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Deacon Frost?
He is a 1%er, which for you non-motorcycle folks, that is the 1% of the motorcycle group that doesn't give a shit about laws. And so after like this apocalyptic event happens,
Damn, I didn't even know that.
he ends up being a survivor. You didn't know that? The 1% thing?
I thought 1% means that he was rich.
That's why it's funny. That's one of the many reasons why I think the 1% phrase is stupid. When somebody says 1%ers in America, you're fucking dumb because you're already in like the less than 1%. If you live in America and you make over $30,000, you're in the 1% of the world.
Oh, you're talking about the world. Okay.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. Anyway, 1%ers. So anyway, he's in a motorcycle gang. The world ends with this virus that makes these freakers, and it's him surviving with his friend. I forget the friend's name. I think his name is Boozer.
Something like that.
And he in the gameplay demo that I saw, it's him, Deacon, trying to find parts to get his bike running.
Yeah.
And apparently in the game, the bike is basically an extra character. If you ever played Mad Max, think of that. You can upgrade your bike for shit, and if you lose it, it's gone.
Oh, shit.
You have to find it again. It's not like a horse. You can't just click your fucking fingers together again and it
Whistle.
fucking appears. Yeah.
Fucking Zelda and shit.
And like
Thinking
that,
of fucking Phantom Pain.
yeah.
You just whistle for your horse to come.
And like Mad Max, if you run out of fuel, you're fucked. Like that's it.
Inventory management.
Yeah, so you can upgrade your bike with like that could hold more weapons, fucking ammo, shit like that. So
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and there's a lot of crafting.
Yeah.
On the go. So if you find shit in the car that you can use to silence your weapon, you can use it on the go.
Sony's still pushing hard, even though they weren't at E3. Sony's still pushing pretty hard for this. There was a great article in Game Informer, I think last month, all about Days Gone. I think they even had the cover on there, and I think it was a PlayStation blogcast where they talked to the developers on this. This drops in February of 19. I think that's a good time for it.
February is going to be heavy with games.
Yeah.
January and February next year is gonna be crazy.
Because like Kingdom Hearts 3 is like the last week of February.
You're right. Yeah.
Or January. I'm sorry.
But
last
then
week of January.
again, I mean, a lot of the games lately have been like they get pushed back.
And it also feels like there's no months where there's not big games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like November, December, October, September. I mean,
Yeah.
Remember when the
all
summer
bad.
used to suck?
yeah, summer was a dead zone.
Yeah.
Literally
Not
known as
anymore.
that.
No,
Yeah.
it's too full.
You know what? Fucking games. That was dumb for them to do that. Because sometimes when like
Everyone's out of school.
But then again, when we were kids, we were out fucking playing and shit. Now kids nowadays are staying inside and shit.
Well,
and there's like cancer and shit outside.
It's not just that. It's that kids generally cannot afford games.
Yeah.
And so you have to rely on their parents to buy the games.
that's
and
true.
When they buy,
The holidays is the best time.
Yep. Holidays, birthdays, and shit. But man, Days Gone looks fucking fun. I will give you that. It looks like it's also set in the Pacific Northwest, which is a fun area.
I believe it's called the Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest. There you go.
Come on now.
Put a on there.
But yeah, I'm down for this one, man. The gameplay impressed me. The articles I've read about it impressed me.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
There's a lot of games that came out during E3. I'm like, all right, take my money. All right, it's a wrap.
Did we see any Code Vein? Was that there?
No, it was not there.
Oh, okay.
But I know it's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it's got to be soon. So.
All right, we want to keep moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
you touch on Nintendo?
Well, before we get to Nintendo, let's quickly go over E3 or EA.
Oh, okay.
EA had some stuff, so we're not gonna talk about FIFA or UEFA
Fuck
or
that.
Madden. Briefly, Battlefield 5. We already
Yes.
saw. They showed more stuff about that. Anthem by BioWare being distributed by EA. Anthem was at EA's conference. EA was the first to go on at E3.
Okay, so
Let me just jump on something real quick. I love how Kotaku has like coverage of E3. Like I'm sitting here like Google. I put in E3 EA. Bam. Kotaku. First thing that pops up. Everything I've searched, Kotaku has been the first thing that come up, and they have like
Kotaku.
Kotaku.
you don't say arigato like we say arigato.
Kotaku. Not say it like that. So yeah, I just think it's pretty cool that they're on the front runners of all these sites.
Yep. Anthem.
Yeah, go ahead. Anthem.
So they showed both a cinematic trailer and a new gameplay trailer compared to last year. So I'm on board. Because I really like the way that this looks like a huge fucking game. And
I heard some bad things.
such as
Go ahead.
EA, BioWare, you gotta win me back. You gotta win me back. All right, listen, Mass Effect was dope. 1 was okay. 2 was dope. 3 was dope. Andromeda
had
was
issues.
dog shit. All right, that was dog shit. Y'all know you released a half-ass product, and for me to buy one of your games now, you need to win me back. That's just the way it's gonna be. So the game looks amazing. I already know that I want to play as like the fucking flying shot guy. I forget what his name is. Looks like a warlock. But yeah, you're not giving me day one. You're not.
My GameStop, where I went to at lunch, like the day that this stuff dropped or the news dropped, was telling me, and I haven't confirmed everything online, so some speculation here, that they're probably going to be doing a lot of installments where the game isn't quote unquote done at launch, and there's big patches, not patches, DLC, whatever you want to call it,
That should
to
be
make
free.
it.
They have episodic content, which is that's okay, but yeah, if it's like not finished, like Mass Effect Andromeda was not finished, I'm not buying the game. That's why I said, I'm not pre-ordering it. I'm not.
If it's like Destiny 1 where there's not enough content at vanilla launch, that's a bad sign.
Yeah,
too.
it's a bad sign. Horrible sign.
But I would imagine, because Battlefield does this. Battlefield releases content over time.
Okay, but hold on. Big difference in terms of adding DLC content for like brand new maps and modes and all that other stuff versus it sounds like this is going to be campaigning shit as well.
Shit that they showed in the trailer.
I'll put it plain. Like Destiny, you could beat the main story in basically 8 hours as an average gamer.
Yep.
You can beat it in 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Especially when you characterized yourself as an MMO. That's how you sold that game to everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm skeptical still. I like the fact that I get to be basically Iron Man.
Yeah, and you can customize your suit.
Let's see.
That shit doesn't matter. I mean, it's good sentiment, but you need to have good content. You know what I mean? They really fucked up with Mass Effect Andromeda, and I can't believe I'm saying it because I fucking love Mass Effect. But I had to stop playing it because I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
I beat it. Well, actually, they had. I think their biggest strike was Battlefront 2, because that's what got them into a lot of issue with the loot box stuff.
I mean, that was ugly too. Battlefront 2, but that wasn't BioWare, right? That was just
no, that was DICE.
But what has me more confident is that the director that was part of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 is back for Anthem.
Oh, good. Pay that motherfucker.
So that gives me some hope. So if I see more good things, maybe I'll think about pre-ordering it. But for right now, I'm like, even though it looks good, no.
Yep. All right, so we're on wait and see mode with that. What else did EA drop? Anything else noteworthy?
I think
I didn't hear much.
There was a Command and Conquer, right?
No, you skipped that.
Wait, Command and Conquer?
That's a mobile game.
Command and Conquer.
Well, there's Unrivals, which Unravel 2, which I played I demoed the first one, and it was like, I'm a big fan of Little Big Planet, and this was kind of similar to that.
Sure.
But with Unravel, like, your character, so what you do determines on how much yarn your character has. So if you use too much of your yarn, your character fucking like dies.
So it sounds like a cutesy kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of a cutesy thing, like artsy type thing.
Okay.
But this one, Unravel 2, it's a 2-player thing. So there's red and blue, and you guys can work together to like solve puzzles and crimes like that. So yeah, basically.
I mean, don't get me wrong; those could be kind of fun, and I like Little Big Planets for what they were.
Yeah. So I mean, this game looks cutesy fun. Like, I might pick it up. But
is this the one that everyone's talking shit, saying this was basically Zelda and EA ripped it off?
Is
that the one that people were talking? There's some game.
It's this one.
Is it the? No, there's some game that has a fox in it, and everyone says it's basically Zelda, but you're a fox.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Sea of Solitude, which was another EA game, but everyone was saying there's some game that's ripped off.
Not everything looked copacetic.
No, but
I don't think there was anything else for EA, right?
No, just those, and then pretty much it.
So let's do.
We did talk real quick about Command and Conquer Rivals, which is a mobile strategy game, but none of us is probably going to play that.
All right, let's switch it up then. Nintendo had the last one.
Oh, so, there was Battlefront content talked about. This was so they're adding more fucking shit, and apparently one of their biggest maps, even including Battlefield, that they're adding, and it's going to be a Clone Wars map. They're going to go super heavy into Clone Wars. They're going to add new characters, new modes. They're supposed to be fixing the squad system, which has been awful on Battlefield and Battlefront since like Battlefield 4.
All right,
so all this shit's coming soon, all for free.
What's the game that came out? They released last week. They had a trailer for. It was like Battlefield 5 or
that was Battlefield 5.
That's Battlefield 5.
There was
It's not 5. It's V.
Battlefield V.
No, it really is V.
Is it like a Omega, like a alpha? Was it Greek lettering?
I think that has to do with V for Vic, like the actual V-Day.
Why is these prints are saying Battlefield 5? Maybe they're fucking up.
Pretty sure it's V.
Okay.
But anyway, so there was an interview with one of the director or somebody from the game company, and they were saying like the reason why they introduced a female character into the game was because they realized that, you know, it's not just guys out there that are gamers. There's female gamers out there too, and so like that's the reason why they brought a female character into the game.
Yeah, that makes me like it less. Really? I'm still gonna play it. Yeah, because they make it be, they try to make it be like a historical game, right, based on historical events, but they can take liberties, and I'm fine with that. But don't insert things because you think that it's gonna appeal to your female gamers.
No, I mean
that to me that's fucking pandering. Like you can say that you want to show like these specific females that were in World War II, that did certain things, which there were women in World War II that did fight. They were generally not on the front line, and I will stick to that unless somebody fucking wants to counter me on that with actual facts, because I have military fucking history. But yeah, don't tell me that because you have female gamers that you're gonna put.
They mentioned
they can do whatever they want.
They can, but that's
they want.
No,
to.
because
they did mention how there was females in the war too, but they didn't like kind of specify exactly what those females were doing.
But they've also doubled down. They've said directly, like, if you don't like it, don't play it. That's what the director said.
No, and I get that too, but don't sit there and be like, oh, we're doing it because females play our games. Like that's pandering to me.
But Cronus,
it's like somebody saying that, hey, black people play our games, so we're gonna put black people in fucking Europe in fucking 1700s.
Battlefield.
You know what
1.
I mean? That's stupid as fuck.
But Cronus, you did. I mean, we both saw when EA went and they said this is our version of World War II.
Yeah, and that I have no problem with. But you saying that we're gonna put this in the game because females play our games, that's patently pandering. That's literally what the fuck it means.
Here's the thing, though. They have the ability to do anything they want in their version of their video game. And they've directly said, if you don't like it, don't buy it. They've told people don't buy it who've been against it. That's what they've said.
Yeah, I get that. But pandering to people that's still...
But there's... I hear where you're coming from on maybe it is not pandering, but they don't care. That's what I'm... They've directly responded to people, the criticism, and said, we don't care what you think. This is what we're doing. Don't buy it.
Well, I like I don't mind that when they're saying that this is our interpretation, right? That's fine with me. But for them to say that because females play our games, we're going to put more females in the games, that's stupid as fuck.
I'm not against them. I'm really not. First of all, I like Battlefield 1, but...
Well, I like the Battlefield 1, like the single player stuff.
I can't stand it.
But multiplayer was lit, though.
Yeah, multiplayer's fucking tough. Oh, it's so good, though. It's
Maybe I gotta try picking up Battlefield again, because last time I played it, I was like, this shit's fucking sucks. This ain't no Call of Duty.
No,
it's very different.
This ain't no Counter-Strike.
I'm actually very glad that they're...
Hold on. So Product P, when you're saying that black people were in Europe in 1700s, yeah, you're right, but it was very few, and maybe the Moors that were conquering people. I mean, if you want to tell that story, yeah, that's cool, but you can't pretend like most of Europe was full of black people. That was not true at all. Like, it's not. There were some, yeah, but it was not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
I hear where you're coming from, but they didn't really show anything new from Battlefield 5, right?
No, they just showed longer trailers, and they talked about their version.
Whatever.
So they showed more destructibility because they had a tank blowing through 3 buildings, easily destructible. Sure. They talked about some new improvements that they've made, like the fucking squad-based system, which has been garbage since Battlefield 4.
Ooh.
I don't know why DICE. Maybe it's a culture thing or something. I don't fucking know.
Wait,
their fucking shit is stupid.
Didn't they confirm Battle Royale in this too? Like maybe.
Yes, they did confirm a Battle Royale mode, but they did not show it.
Okay.
So, but they're saying it's coming in Battlefield 5. So I'm on board because I love me some Battlefield.
I'm playing this one. I know I'm playing this one.
I love me some Battlefield, especially after Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is so much fun.
I think that kind of made me sound like a sexist because honestly, I don't mind females in games. When you give me a bullshit reason, it pisses me off.
And you can be pissed off. You really can.
True. Well, there's more to cover, so keep it going.
Yeah. But there was nothing else for EA though, right?
No. Just the Battlefront stuff was left, but we want to move to Nintendo.
Before we move forward, did it seem like some of the shit was kind of like less what's the word I'm thinking of? Less lacquer? Like it seemed like there was
lackluster?
Yeah, like there wasn't very much content that was really given. Like everything kind of
Battlefield 4.
But no, I think the thing is I was expecting like because mainly with Sony because I think I'm mainly focused on Sony, but there was like nobody coming out like showing like gameplay. It was just pretty much them showing like clips of the fucking games and stuff like that. There was no like.
Not like there was Last of Us 2 gameplay though.
No, I'm saying like there wasn't like the directors or producers coming out or like the game creators coming out saying like, hey, this is our game, kind of going into details about it, kind of going a little bit of a backstory, and then all of a sudden introduce the game. Everything's kind of like back to back.
For Battlefield 5, that's their actually developers were out there, because what Kronos talked about earlier about not having people skills was apparent with them trying to describe their game, because they could not. They literally look like they don't know how to talk to people.
It was more than just them, but
yeah. But there was the first ones that I saw. This is day one.
Yeah, media training
was fucking weird.
Well, I thought they Jordan Gordon Levitt came out and
he fucked up too.
Yeah, he fucked up too. Like you can tell he was like the speech he was giving was bombing, so he had to end it with like a curse word.
Yeah,
so he's like, go check my shit out or something like that.
The Bethesda guy was awesome though.
Because he's kind of a rock star.
Yeah, I like him.
And everyone
for Fallout when he was describing it.
So cool. He's an actual developer. He's the director of operations or some shit. He's like one of their lead developers.
Yeah,
and he's always talking to the media, and he knows his shit now because he's been doing it for a while. So he's cool.
I get that it's hard. It's hard to have people skills and talk in front of large groups.
And when when code is your friend.
Yeah, especially when you're a fucking nerd. I mean, I totally get that.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, we're all nerds. We do panels. Sometimes you might get fucking thrown off. Look, I fucked up an interview with a very prominent person, and I wasn't even nervous. I just fucked it up.
It happens.
So I get that, but at the same time, it's like, look, man, you're in front of a lot of people. You need to practice that shit.
A lot of people, because it's not just the people in the audience. It's being streamed like around the world.
Yeah,
so
that makes it more nervous.
Yeah, so it was pretty apparent watching EA. But then
you see 50 heads or 50,000 people looking back at you.
Real quick, one of the lead designers from Respawn Entertainment was there, and they talked about a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Jedi Fall.
Well, yeah,
Jedi Fall.
They didn't show shit though. So
no, they didn't, because it's in development. But they did talk about this game.
Hold on, this is the Titanfall guys, right?
Yes, this is Titanfall, which are former Infinity War employees. So,
good shit.
So we got a new Star Wars game coming 2019. They said, I think fall 2019. No,
we'll see.
So, we'll see.
That's a ways out.
You know what? I say take your time, because I really like Respawn. Titanfall 1 and 2 are amazing games. I really hope they knock it out of the park with this one.
All right, so Kronos, take us to Nintendo.
I'm trying to think. So Nintendo, what'd they start with?
Probably fucking some Pokemon
probably
shit.
Super Smash.
No, that's actually that's not what they started with. They talked a lot about Pokemon. They talked
Mario Party.
Mario Party. They talked a lot about, or a little bit about
Fortnite.
Yeah, so Mario Party. One of the cool things about this, which I didn't know Nintendo had this capability, which is fucking dope. So you can take two Switches and put them together and make a game that links the two screens together.
Oh shit!
Like the actual console itself, like for Mario Party, and like it makes a bigger game play mat.
That's
virtual
cool.
play mat. I thought that was dope. I didn't even know that was actually available on the Switch. I was like, damn, that shit was dope.
I thought when you put them together, they'll make like little baby Switch.
No.
Or Switch.
Yeah, they announced Fortnite, that's awesome. They announced a lot of third-party games. They're keeping up with their promise to
I got a question though, because we were asking this, I don't know, a while back with the Payday 2. Do they have the ability to have, what was it, that dongle stuff with the...
So with Fortnite, they're fixing that. You're talking about the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Fortnite, there is no dongle, there's no fucking crazy third-party bullshit.
So how do you chat?
You can do it just over your headset, supposedly. You hook up your headset to your Switch, and you're good.
Okay.
Honestly, having Fortnite on the Switch is fucking dope, because so many people are because you can play Fortnite. Yeah, you can play Fortnite on your phone, but if you have a fucking Switch, I feel like you'll be more into the game. And there's Fortnite's ridiculously popular right now.
Sure is. It's on everything.
It's insane.
So apparently there's crossplay. Did they talk about this? The crossplay with Xbox One,
not with PS4,
PC, not with PS4. Just Xbox One, PC, and mobile.
This shit with the PS4 ruffled so many feathers by fucking Sony fanboys. Don't get me wrong, Sony's my favorite console. The PlayStation is my favorite console, easily right now, easily. But people are so fucking butthurt that you can't take your Fortnite character from your PlayStation and then move it over to your Switch. Why do you give a fuck? Play it on one or the other, you stupid fucks. I mean, seriously, play it on one or the other.
You know who's complaining? Rich motherfuckers that's buying a game on fucking two different. Well, I guess it is free though.
Yeah,
it's free.
I have all the consoles, and I don't give a single fuck that I can't take my fucking character from one and move it over to the other console.
Let me add on to that bullshit, because for people who play Fortnite quite a bit, your shit got zeroed out even on the same goddamn console when they switched Switch seasons.
Oh yeah.
I was level 30, 40 something, going around, you know what I mean? Had all my stuff. As soon as season 4 dropped, I sure smooth had nothing. So
you went from fucking pimp daddy to basic bitch.
yeah. So now I don't know if you purchase things from season 3 if they reset.
But that's still
But even still, it's like
that is such bullshit.
Just get on there.
It's like, dude, listen, who the fuck? There is almost not a single fucking PlayStation player that was playing Fortnite that all of a sudden was like, oh, Fortnite's coming out for the Switch? Oh, I want to transfer my fucking game, my shit on the... No, you don't. Why the fuck would you take a game that is better on one console, the PS4, and then want to move it onto a technically inferior console as a Switch? And don't get me wrong, I fucking love my Switch, but the graphics are nowhere near a fucking PS4, so why the fuck would you want to move it over to there and then complain about it? It's such dumb bullshit thinking that I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
Gamers want the world.
Yeah, but what other game? I come from a world. I used to be a PC gamer, like hardcore PC gamer, and I play consoles too. But most of my first-person shooters, all on my fucking PC.
Yeah.
I never once complained that hey, my Unreal character doesn't. Well, back then it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, I was like,
I've never complained about any game that I've played that the content didn't transfer over to another console.
Free game.
I'm trying to think of a game that was like available. Well, I guess so. For example, I'm taking it way back. Street Fighter Championship Edition was available on the Sega Genesis, and it was available on the Super Nintendo. I didn't give a fuck about the gameplay between the I would only play it on my Sega Genesis, even though we had it for the Super Nintendo. I wouldn't fucking play it on there just because the controls are different.
Yep.
Like you have different button mapping and shit like that. So why would you even want to change your fucking?
Because the Genesis had 6 buttons on one little.
Well, no, the Genesis had 3 buttons.
Well,
it had A, B, and C.
I bought one.
But you had to buy like the 6-button controller.
Yeah, I bought the 6-button.
It's one of the main reasons why people buy different consoles, because the Xbox and the PlayStation are technically not that far apart. You can argue with you want, but you're fucking wrong. Sure. They're not that far apart.
From the hardware-wise stuff.
The main reason there's 2 main reasons why you buy one or the other. One is a controller. The other is the way that the actual home screen looks. That's basically fucking it. That's basically it.
And trophies versus
achievements. Well, yeah.
that's the same.
Yeah, but that's
trophies way better than achievements.
No, they're not. It's the same fucking thing.
It's like I got a raise at work. That's
if it wasn't for achievements, you wouldn't have trophies.
I became the boss. That's an award.
Don't step on them too much.
Yeah, people just want to pretend like, oh my god, all of a sudden I was going to buy some. You're not going to buy the fucking same game 3 fucking times.
And
Get the fuck out of here.
You don't even buy it.
It's free. It doesn't fucking matter. And it's a game where your progression in the game doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
Your character doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't.
They randomly select a white dude, an Asian dude, a black dude, a black girl.
Well, yeah, that was the thing I had with Fortnite. Like, all of a sudden I was a chick. I was like, why am I a chick? Can I change my character? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I said the same. Like, I was kind of pissed. I was like, why am I a chick? But then I was like, oh, if I don't have a choice, then it's fine. Yeah. If I have a choice, then it'd be a big deal.
You get a random Fortnite character unless you pay for the John Wick skin.
I don't get.
Or the bunny. The Fuda bunnies.
Yeah. The Fuda bunnies are fucking ridiculous.
These stupid ass gamers are gonna fuck it up for all of us. Yeah. They really are.
So fuck them. But the big one, do we want to go to the big one? Was Super Smash, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. God damn, they might as well just name their whole conference Super Smash, because more than half of the conference, I'm pretty sure, was dedicated to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The other half was fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, they're bringing everyone into this fucking game.
But not thick fucking Snake.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Every previous character that was in the Super Smash Brothers game, all of them are in this game.
Cool.
With some additionals. So, yeah, you're getting everything. You're getting new levels, new characters, all the characters. It looks great. There's new gameplay mechanics, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, they kind of fucked up Snake though.
Oh,
you want to talk about it, man?
It's just, I mean, it's kind of weird for me to describe it, but
you want to talk about man butt?
Yeah, I mean, Snake used to have all kind of thickness. You know what I mean? He had yoga pants and shit on in his camo. And now he's all flat booted like Brie Larson. Or,
Is this for real? Like, this is the first time me hearing about it.
No,
I'm
real.
so fucking for for real.
It's real. Like they have flat booty Snake.
For real.
And Snake, he do squats.
Yeah. You been checking out Snake's ass?
I'm just saying.
He looks like a frog.
Yeah.
Like frog legs. It's all quads, no glutes.
Yeah, that's not Snake. Come on now.
Oh, that's a perfect fucking image.
Yeah, show the people in the chat.
Can I blow this? Oh, I can't blow it up. Oh, no, I can't blow it up.
Yeah, that's, you know.
I can show this one though.
That's hilarious.
So if we look at this picture right here, this is from Iron Pineapple on Twitters.
The Twitters.
And it shows double cup fucking
double cheeked up.
Yeah, he's double cheeked up.
He went from white girl from the future to white girl from the past.
Yeah, for real. It's kind of like
damn.
Where'd the booty go? I'm just saying.
That's some Brie Larson shit.
Like fucking God damn it.
Yeah, while you choking, hold on. Just so folks know, if you look at the shots that Brie Larson has put out herself of like basically trying to do booty shots, promoting Captain Marvel, like with jeans on for Captain Marvel, it's embarrassingly fucking bad. Even if you're a Captain Marvel and a Brie Larson fan, you got to admit she got an inverted fucking ass.
I was gonna say Fleet Johnson wouldn't even touch this version of fucking. Because booty is all it's everything.
Yeah,
it's everything.
I think Anita Sarkeesian has won. She's know what if she doesn't want girls that have ass, you know what? Guys can't have asses either.
Yeah, man.
I noticed that she always ignores all of the men scantily clad or skin tight things like Solid Snake or any fighting game character ever.
Any kind of Conan.
I was gonna say God of War because them motherfuckers are huge.
God of War.
Gears of War.
No, Gears of War.
Gears of War. Yeah.
And God of War. Fuck, he's huge too.
Yeah.
But like, this is there's a full list of the characters that are gonna be on there, and it's fucking goddamn long.
Everyone.
Dude. It's fucking ridiculous. So they're gonna bring in Mario with Cappy from the Mario Odyssey universe.
Nice. Yeah,
Samus, Kirby, Bowser, Link from Breath of the Wild, Donkey Kong, Fox.
They got my Fire Emblem character.
There's Falcon, Martha.
They're always there.
Marthy? What the fuck? Zelda. There's so many fucking areas. Mewtwo. Sonic's in there. Peach.
Literally all of them.
Pikachu. Which Pikachu's always been in it. So one thing I heard is that I guess in the previous Smash Brother game, Ryu had always had like an issue with his
Ryu.
Yeah, it's
Ryu.
You American fuck.
I'm saying Ryu because that's the way it's pronounced on my fucking game console. But anyway. So Ryu, so his character or the character in the game, before he wouldn't face the opponent. So like if you're like fighting somebody, they jump over you. He'll keep you looking that way. Now he switches around.
Okay.
Which helps you protects you from getting knocked off. But Gandalf is on this fucking game.
Gandalf? What the fuck?
Yeah, he got added in recently.
Like Lord of the Rings Gandalf?
It's not Gandalf, goddammit.
It's Ganondorf or Ganon.
Thank you, Ganondorf.
Okay.
What the? How do you? What the fuck?
It's like 2 letters off.
Damn, that's a big difference, bro.
Gandalf.
I was like, if they using Lord of the Rings characters.
Well, because Snake is on here now. Jigglypuff. Yeah, they brought back a lot of characters.
It's everyone.
Everybody.
Well, I heard that one thing with the kids from Splatoon. They have like a feature where you like they'll start playing music and some shit to like mesmerize
the
players.
They have inklings. No, so what it does is when the DJ starts playing, the actual camera zooms in, and so it's way easier to like KO somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is this one? This one's a fall release too, right?
I believe so.
Okay. The fall is busy, man.
It's always busy.
Clear your motherfucking schedule.
And so I gotta tell you, I mean, it was cool to see a lot of like Super Smash Brothers shit on this, but Nintendo, you fucked up. You fucked up hard. We already knew Super Smash Brothers was coming. Where the fuck was Metroid? Where the fuck was Metroid?
Didn't they tease that last year?
They did. Yeah. Metroid Prime 4, they showed not a single fucking pixel from that goddamn game.
Did they even talk about it?
No, nothing. They didn't say shit about it.
Fucked up.
They fucked up. You know, last year, I believe that Nintendo won E3. This year, I am not so sure.
Well, yeah, because last year they didn't. I mean, not last year, but the year before that, it was all about fucking Pokemon. Like, it was Pokemon this, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Sun Moonbeam type shit. Like, it was ridiculous.
But I mean, they are keeping up with their commitment that they promised that they were going to have a lot of third-party support.
Yeah.
Which is true. Then they're having a lot of third-party support.
Because last year they said they had Bayonetta was coming to the Switch.
They had a lot of Bethesda games came to the Switch. There's a lot of games that came to the Switch. Like a lot of games I didn't think were going to come to the Switch. And they even announced Fortnite this year, you know, so that's great. But I mean, where the fuck is my Metroid? I need my Samus. You know, it's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
What was it? There was another game they introduced that had
Fire Emblem.
It wasn't Fire Emblem. There was like a game that brought in Firefox into the franchise.
Oh, that's Ubisoft.
It's Starlink.
Yeah. Starlink, that's what it was.
Excellent.
Yeah, that looked pretty fucking dope. Like Firefox was a really dope fucking game, but to see him being brought into another, like when they first showed it, I thought they were making like a whole new game, but he's just an extra character within that franchise.
And I already saw like there's like a few news organizations that said there's a new Firefox. There is not a new fucking Firefox.
No, Star Fox.
Yeah, our new Star Fox. Sorry, why did I say Firefox?
The
browser's open.
There's not any Star Fox. But Fox McCloud and his crew are in Starlink, but there is no new fucking Star Fox game.
All right.
There needs to be one.
There was, and it wasn't that good. So.
Let's end it up with Ubisoft real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I forgot all about that.
We forgot Ubisoft because we'd seen this last year, but they dropped more about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay.
It was supposed to be like a huge like open world game, I guess, compared to the first one.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, so that one's really announced, and then we already seen this because of Walmart, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you real quick. I loved fucking Origins, and so far I'm not as enthusiastic about the lead as I am about Bayek of Siwa, but we'll see.
So there's two leads, right?
Oh, there's two leads in this new one?
Yeah.
I only saw the dude.
No, you can pick.
Who's the other one?
It's a guy and a girl.
Oh, a guy and a girl. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of excited about this game.
Really?
So it took a lot of elements from Origins.
You can see that.
Yeah, a lot.
Good.
So, and that's good because for a while, before Origins, the previous two games were not that exciting.
Paris and London.
Yeah. The other, Origins was great, and this one seems just like that. They have some additions to it which look exciting. So and Greek mythology is pretty close to Rome. So yeah, I'm with it.
This is not a 2018 release, though, a 2019, I believe, or is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, then I'm glad though because I still want additional Origins content. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they had a great DLC schedule for that. I also like the fact that Origins was the first time in a long time Assassin's Creed took a year off to make it rather than being an annualized franchise.
And this one seems like they put a lot of polish into it.
That's good. That's good. But I do like that.
They had huge. They showed a huge army battle.
I'm down. You just don't know. Bayek that's my dude.
Well, trust me, I know.
Bayek was so great.
I beat everything in that game.
Yeah.
So
I need to go back, play some more of it. What else from Ubi? No Splinter Cell.
The Division 2.
Oh,
the Division part. Yeah, no Splinter Cell. Even though they were saying there's supposed to be a new Splinter Cell, not mentioned.
I was surprised that they dropped the Division 2.
Yeah, I was too. And actually, it looks.
But we saw like we saw confirmed Division 2 plus a little poster like a month and a half ago, and then we saw
did
gameplay.
Did we or did you?
I did. I thought we did.
Shit.
We didn't see it.
No, I think I do remember seeing a Division 2. And
I saw Division 2, and then like the next day there's the same posters at GameStop.
But this one's in DC rather than New York.
DC.
Yeah.
And it's like outside of the fucking grid. Like they're out there like
in the jungles and shit.
Yeah.
So it looks like a way more graphically polished version of the Division.
So supposedly the people who stuck with that game say that it drastically changed for the better as things went on.
I was playing it last night.
Like watching the trailer the trailer for Division 2 actually makes me want to pop in the disc again and play again because I fucking
hate that game.
I rage quit that fucking game. I was so fucking mad. Like even tried playing with like Stitch and like so since Stitch was like I think it was like level 50 or something, like he capped out and we were playing with them and like I was playing with them and like since he was a higher level, like the character he fought against was higher level. You step out just a little bit, you're fucking dead. Every little shot. But then take that into account, and also like the boss battle I had where the guy fucking disappeared. This guy fucking disappeared. I couldn't find him, and all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and just fucking kills me.
Yeah.
Fuck the game.
There's been a lot of fucking improvements with that game.
But then also like the servers are always down, so I can never fucking jump on. You have to like create a goddamn account. I hate that shit.
These were all legit concerns that they did fix, but you're right, dude. You're right.
It was janky.
Yeah, and they had issues at launch, which was a problem, and they fixed everything over time. But by the time things started getting fixed, people had already quit the game
and moved on to just better things.
Something else. Now, if you went, everything's fucking fixed. They just updated like another week ago. Yeah. They added like a wave-based fucking modes and shit.
But real quick though, just to throw some shade on them, even though they've added a lot of cool stuff, I sure did have the impression at launch that eventually they were going to add Brooklyn and the Bronx and Queens and New Jersey.
They did add like the docks area.
Why was there no Wu-Tang Clan in the game?
Yeah, Staten Island. Come on.
They died from the infection. But yeah, you don't. There's no Central Park either. So
yeah, I had the impression it was going that route, and so did everyone.
But the thing, I think most people complain that even though you can fast travel, you can't use vehicles.
Yeah, that was an
issue because like we were running everywhere, and it's
like give me at least like a motorcycle or something.
Skateboard,
give me
a bicycle.
Give me a Segway.
Yeah,
a scooter.
Playing the game now, it feels a lot more complete. It should have been that way at launch. I'm just saying, but the Division 2, I'm definitely interested in. I'm hoping that it gives me a slightly different gaming experience, or instead of more of the same.
Cautiously optimistic for me.
So we'll see. And what else did they got?
Well, so the gameplay that they showed looked kind of good for the Division.
It does.
But then again, I've been roped to dope before.
Well, okay, but let's throw shade where it belongs, though. The trailers for Division 1 had shit that was not in the game at launch.
That is every Ubisoft game ever. So
I hear you.
Kronos already talked about Starlink Battle for Atlas, which has Star Fox in it. So it's weird. Is this an RPG or nah? I couldn't tell.
I'm sorry, what?
The Starlink, is this some kind of space RPG or
it's a space
action?
game? I don't know if it's an RPG.
It looked like Starlink looks like what fucking what's the name of the game that sucked, that didn't have anything that they were supposed to do. Like No Man's Sky. It looks like No Man's Sky, like how No Man's Sky should have been, but wasn't at all.
Yeah, maybe a little. And then the last one they had was this is the one I talked about briefly, was the Assassin's Creed like ship battle, Skull and Bones. The maritime battle shit.
I'd rather play
Maritime. There you go.
I'd rather play
Mario Time?
Assassin's Creed, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
God damn it.
But there was also that it looked like Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's what
that looks good, but it's a lot of cinematics.
Yeah,
showing me. I'm
not
like,
a lot of gameplay.
I've seen some gameplay, but it's like they didn't even got a HUD. So I'm like, I know if you're in a fucking ship, you need to have a HUD.
Yep.
So miss me with that bullshit. Show me some like real gameplay.
And that's the one where they're working with Joseph Gordon-Levitt with his hit record thingy.
Yeah,
where like content gets posted, like tagged up on the walls or something like that.
Yeah. So what I understand, I forget the name of this company, but basically what they do is that you can have your content in the game.
Yeah.
You can have your artwork, you can have your music, you can have, I think, even some videos too in the actual game. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's his thing. So,
all right.
Like that makes me think of the Tony Hawk skateboarding game where you can customize your character by scanning yourself or some shit like that.
Didn't they show a skating game?
Didn't nobody give a fuck about that?
It was called Session, and it wasn't Tony Hawk, so whatever.
Nobody give a fuck. All right, let's wrap that part up. That's good shit though.
Yeah, E3 2018.
God damn.
Was that all E3?
Yeah, that's
deep inside.
I feel like we missed some shit. Like something that was really important.
I feel like we're missing a couple, but
we were supposed to talk about the chick with the cocaine shit, but
that wasn't E3 though.
I mean,
I mean, let's go into.
All right, if we missed some shit about E3, sorry. So
I mean, tell us in the chat.
Tweet out to us, be like, hey, y'all guys missed this shit.
So, motherfucking Rose McGowan, I got issues with this chick. 2 years ago, I had issues with her on the bullshit for the X-Men Apocalypse billboard, where she fucking made it about her, where where Apocalypse was choking J-Law, one in blue, one in purple.
Oh, yeah.
And she said it promoted domestic violence, and they took that shit down out of fear of Rose McGowan from Charmed. Backlash, you know. That was something that we talked about 2 years ago, right?
That is right.
Yeah.
But why don't we? What's going on now?
Now this chick there's a couple things. She's been arrested for.
No.
For that.
Rewind.
Okay. Before that, because it was a busy week for her. She shit all up and down and inserted herself into Anthony Bourdain's suicide by speaking out on everybody not blaming the girlfriend and all this other stuff, where I didn't actually realize she and Bourdain even knew each other.
I don't think they did. I think that she was friends with his girlfriend, but not him.
Maybe that's the case.
Because from what I saw, the shit that she read, I didn't see a single personal account of his life in her fucking statements. It was all I heard, or my friend said, or Asia said.
But how did she manage to get people to even ask her about Anthony? Like literally the day after.
I don't think anybody asked.
Wow.
What had happened was is that the day he committed suicide, she had some fucking crying ass post on Twitter talking about how dare you, Anthony Bourdain, blah blah blah.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe it wasn't how dare you. It was like, oh, I'm so mad at you. It's like, well, he's dead, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And that right away, it's like, look, if somebody commits suicide, and you're like, you're so mad at them. That shit, it doesn't fucking matter. You're making it about you. You know what I mean? And what they did was, it was obviously about them. For you to like kind of attempt to diminish what happened to them, it's fucked up.
Well, my biggest issue, and people grieve in all kinds of weird ways, and I get that, but it was so public, and again, like you said, it was about her, and I was like, if this is your case, and you're in an emotional wreck state right now, whether you were close to him or not, keep that to talk to your therapist, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your loved ones. You shouldn't be out there so publicly with all of these quote-unquote raw emotions, angry at him, and all this other stuff that again makes it about you. It was surreal to me, and I didn't get the connection at all. I really couldn't.
I'm seeing stuff about her and Asia Argento, but
yeah, like he was saying,
I don't think she actually knew Anthony Bourdain. I 100%. I really don't.
I'm seeing that she's talking about standing up for Asia Argento.
I don't feel like
that's not Anthony.
I don't think.
No, it's not Anthony. It's because she was out with another guy.
But hold on.
People blew up, I guess.
Let's pause on that for a quick second. I didn't get the sense immediately after I heard the news, which was devastating news about him killing himself, that people were going out of their way to attack his girlfriend, like in the media and public. I never got that sense.
So people understand. She said in a recent post or whatever that people shouldn't be going after Asia for Anthony's suicide, and I'm like, I don't think anybody was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, we kind of missed that.
Yeah, but I mean that part was that was a leap.
But then where the fuck is she coming from? Because when was the last time you heard anything from Rose other than the X-Men shit that happened?
She got busted for something we're about to talk about.
Well, she also took all kind of credit for the Me Too stuff, like she started it, which she didn't.
Which she didn't. Yeah.
But regardless of all of that shit, her credibility is completely shot because later on in the week she got arrested for coke.
I think it was literally a day later.
Yeah. I mean, she has substance abuse problems more than likely because she's been charged for it.
And she was talking about Anthony's demons when you've got a fucking closet full of skeletons.
Yeah, it's just I can't stand this chick, man. I really can't. It was
she was hot back in the 90s, but
I used to fap to Tyrone Charmed. Yeah. Come on now.
Got that vampire tan, bro.
But I mean, I just want her to first of all get help for your substance abuse problems and all that, and then calm the fuck down.
She do cocaine.
Yeah.
So you see that she says that Harvey Weinstein may have planted it on her?
Oh, I remember that
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, look, nobody's going to defend Harvey Weinstein. Nobody. No. I get that. But making these conspiracy things about him having mob, kingpin control over everything, come on now.
Well, so this is the problem with conspiracy theories, especially this one, is that, so all of a sudden Harvey Weinstein killed Anthony Bourdain. Okay, so why didn't he just kill the people that actually fucking came out against him? You know, the women.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would that be more straightforward?
Yeah.
He just kills the one man.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that. Like, it's already kind of like too late. Like the damage has been fucking done. Like,
he's already broke.
Yeah, and he's going to jail.
Well, that's another problem too. Is like, where's he getting money to do it? Because he's going to be in significant financial troubles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Along with all his legal troubles of being in jail, you know, for a long ass time, the rest of his life, most likely. I mean, come on, it's laughable. I can't. Again, I didn't like this chick with that X-Men stuff. I didn't like her trying to steal the Me Too stuff. Regardless of how you feel about it, stealing it is weird. And then this other stuff with Bourdain and her inserting herself, it's just like, whomstead of the fuck asked you all this shit? How do you put yourself in any scenario that ain't got shit to do with you?
Like the shit that she said, it makes me want to build a time machine and go back in time and tell my younger self, don't fap to that.
Oh, I like that. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. All right. Now, any other final thoughts on her? She is who she is, man. Go ahead.
It bothers me when people like. Listen, I understand it's difficult when somebody you know commits suicide.
Hell yeah.
But for you to sit there and try to make yourself the victim because somebody else committed suicide, it's fucking worse than gross. It's fucking disgusting. You're a disgusting human being for thinking that. More than likely, the reason why somebody committed suicide had nothing to do with you.
Yep.
So you need to realize that and just mourn them the best you can, but don't try to pull these burdens upon you to make yourself feel more important, especially when you have skeletons in your closet that are pretty much halfway out the door.
Yep.
You know, and that's basically what she did. So, Rose McGowan, you can go fuck yourself.
Can I add one more quick thing, though? I give all kinds of props to everybody in the celebrity world who tweeted out and did stuff about suicide prevention. That was awesome. Most people had the right response about, here's an 800 number, you can call for help and all this other stuff. I'm so sorry, RIP to his family and his daughter. That's the right response.
It is the right response. And like a lot of people were asking questions on, you know, how can somebody do that and blah, blah, blah. Listen, that shit can, at any age, can kind of sneak up on you. It's a silent killer for a reason. You might not even understand what the fuck is going on with you.
Yep.
When those thoughts come into your brain. And I'm speaking to this from literally personal experience. So if that shit happens, you may not know how to seek help. And for somebody to be like, oh, he could just ask for help and it's going to be fucking easy. Somebody's going to fucking... It's not like that.
Nope.
It is not like that.
I know, like, the common thing that people think is like, oh, why don't you just smile or be happy and go outside and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not that fucking easy.
No, it's not.
It's not that goddamn easy.
Yeah, and people that have no sympathy for people that commit suicide, they think they're cowards. You are literally part of the problem.
Yeah.
Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean that it is something that's disgusting or something that is selfish. Committing suicide is not a selfish act. It's not a cowardly act.
Well, let's end some of the stigma. You know what I mean? If we have more dialogue, we learn more about each other. We learn more about the human brain, and we learn more about our chemical reactions to stuff. And hopefully, we can have some improvements and lower the rates because it's going up.
Yeah,
not down.
I can understand why, because rent's fucking expensive.
I got too many bills to pay.
But no, like there was something I saw on Facebook that had like quotes from different people. So it had a quote from Robin Williams' friend saying like, you know, I didn't understand that he had this problem because he was always like super happy and interesting. And then there was like something from like Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend and said like, you know, he was always, I don't think it was from his, I think it was from his friend, but it said something like, you know, he's always upper and like he always seemed real cheery. Like I couldn't see this coming. Like definitely depression, like suicide thoughts isn't something that like people share with other people. It's kind of like what Cron said, it's a silent killer.
Dark.
Yeah, it's something that you definitely hide because of social stigmas.
Absolutely. All right, let's round this up, guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean we've gone. You know we go late on the E3's. You know how we go deep inside. Homestead, Old Ninja. What you got populating?
real quick, went to the Warriors parade. It was great. It was fun, and it was fucking hot. There you go. I ran in. I got to see MC Hammer and High Five E40 and Steve Kerr.
Nice.
Oh, and Jordan Bell. There you go.
God damn, did you jerk him off too? What the fuck?
I tried, but they ran by too fast. Anyway, this weekend, the cigar night here at the Aloni Lounge in Fremont in the Bay. We will be there 8 o'clock?
8:30.
8:30. I'll be at that. I'm actually looking forward to that. It's going to be good to be out with the whole crew and watch everyone get shit-faced or white go wasted and fuck shit up. We'll see you. I'm going to take bets if Prodigy's going to get thrown out or not.
God damn.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's going to be my sister's birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to hang out with her. And
You have a sister?
Yeah, I have a sister. And
She tried to shank me once. Funny.
and yeah, I think that's about it.
Blue, what you got populating?
So before I talk about what I talk about, like populated, I just want to say over at SF Comic Con, I got to meet my fucking idol, my Jesus basically. So I got to meet Kevin Conroy. He does the voice of Batman from the animated series, and he got to sign my fucking Batman pop vinyl from the animated series.
Nice.
And it says to Danny, give him my government name, I'm Batman, Kevin Conroy. And like I actually got a chance to talk with him just a little bit. I was a little nervous, kind of geeking out about seeing him, but like he was a really cool guy. And this dude sounds like fucking Batman. Like he was just talking. I was like, hey, you know, are you gonna go back and do Broadway? He's like, yes, I am. And I was like, holy shit, it's fucking Batman. Batman's gonna do Broadway. But after I got his, so I got to get his autograph and a selfie with him, which is fucking dope. Dude, touch me. I've been touched by Batman, man.
Wait,
Where did he touch you?
yeah, show
us
me
on
on
the
the
bear.
bear.
It does not even matter where you touch me. He touched me. But yeah, he was a really cool guy. Like I talked to him for like maybe like a good 10 seconds, whatever, because he had the longest line of all the celebrity panels.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like his shit was like the line was outside of like the line. Like there was a line. There was a line for it to sign for him to sign something. There was like a waiting room line, and there was like a line outside to get into the waiting room. It was ridiculous. So it took like maybe 30 minutes to be able to get an autograph from him.
Did you use the warm spittle on him, and did you cup the balls? That's what I want to know.
I cuffed him and jugged him and. But no, he was super cool. He's a really nice guy. But I actually gave his person our contact information.
Hell yeah.
But then he was like, hey, you can just find that information out on fucking IMDb. So.
Okay, yeah, we'll hit him
But
up.
then also I got to meet this beautiful lady right here. It's Cameron B. Condova. She plays Catwoman in Gotham. So I was able to get her signature or her autograph of her picture, and it has like this cool little celebrity authentication number that was stuck on there.
Why is it in like a fucking frame, bro?
Well, because I haven't had a chance to get a frame for it yet. But
You can grab one of I think it's like a comic size, so you can grab one of my comic things in the back.
well, no, I had it in between my magazine cover thingy. But yeah, she was super nice, and
I'm pretty sure one of those will fit though. If you want to grab one.
no, I'm gonna buy a frame for it eventually. But yeah, she was super nice.
It doesn't bend.
Well, I have it in a book.
Yeah, but the book bends, bitch. It's not a fucking hardcover. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I just take care of my shit. It won't bend.
Like I'm watching him pick up the book and it bends. Whatever, man. Go ahead.
Anyway, so like I got a chance to talk with her a little bit. And I asked her about like what she planned on doing after Gotham gets canceled because it's the season's gonna end next season, which is kind of sad. But my dumbass thought I was. This is how starstruck I was. Is that she cut her hair. Like on the show, she has like nice long curly hair.
Yeah.
And she cut it like it was short. And my dumbass was like, "Oh yeah, you cut your hair. You look just like fucking Eleven from goddamn Stranger Things." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I do." I'm like, "Oh Danny, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you But I totally like
Weirdo.
yeah. I just walked away.
Look, you're bald headed.
But no, like looking at her, like I think she's 19, but like looking at her, she's like, I don't know, it was like meeting like, I don't know, it was like meeting like a true celebrity. It was intense. It was too intense. I can't handle it.
We've met several celebrities.
Yeah, but like
You're
this
just
was like
starstruck.
somebody I'm like super like
Starstruck.
Starstruck behind. Yeah.
Fapping to.
I don't fap to her. She young, bro. She's 19 now, but she was legal.
She's less than half your age.
Yeah, basically. If I had a kid when I was her age.
More than half your age.
Sure, Jan. Sure. All right, so what do you got populated?
Oh no! So this weekend I won't be at the cigar lounge thing because I'm going down to LA to go celebrate Father's Day with my biological father.
Nice. Good for
Spend some
that.
time while I can.
Good shit. Cronus, what you got?
So I'm looking forward to going to our cigar night, our cigar and whiskey night, which will be at the Alone Cigar Lounge in Fremont, California. So if you can come out, please come out. It's a great place to be. Fair warning, though, if you want to have whiskey, you have to bring your own whiskey.
Okay.
We'll have whiskey there, of course. If you're nice enough, we may share it. If not, you're on your own. Right? So, but you can buy your own cigars there. You can bring alcohol and food into this establishment. It is an excellent place to be.
Oh, but they also there's a restaurant next door that will deliver food.
Well, if sometimes.
Hickory
if not, you
Ridge.
gotta walk. Yeah, it's not. You can just walk literally.
It's like a parking lot.
It's like 50 steps.
Yeah, if they're not busy, they'll deliver. If not, you gotta walk across the parking lot.
So you're gonna like order pizza and shit to have delivered there.
You can deliver anything there.
Yeah.
So they're really cool people. I actually know the owners. So
Good shit.
it's a great place. So yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm looking forward to all these games that are coming out. I'm looking forward to spending a day in San Francisco with K-Mac on Friday. So that'll be great. And yeah, other than that, I'm good.
No kid? No kid with y'all?
Oh, well, we have a kid. We're not giving her away. Jesus, man. Yeah.
You're not sacrificing
she'll
the
be
kid for
watched.
powers. Or
Wait, is
something.
this a garden thing on Friday or
Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
Oh, it's on Saturday.
And then I might get promoted to a purple belt on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. If not, it's not a big deal. If I do, fucking awesome you hear about it. But yeah.
Good shit. Real quick, we will talk about Cloak and Dagger next week.
Yes.
Great. To me, it's a great show.
Yeah.
I had my little issues with it, but yeah, it was definitely a great
Yeah,
show.
we'll discuss next week.
I still want to check it out. Definitely going to the Cigar Lounge, and Stitch and I should be recording a Better Than MJ post-finals react and shit-talking fest, hopefully with Professor as well, because we got to talk shit about his Rockets. That should be on, hopefully should be on Sunday maybe, so look for that soon.
Yeah, anybody who was expecting pictures from San Francisco Comic-Con and there wasn't any, you know what? The event wasn't that great, to be honest.
Oh, God damn it.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, no,
that's
because
real
like
tough.
everything, it was super crowded, so it was hard to like take pictures. Like it was fucking difficult to take
Oh,
pictures.
there you go.
All right.
And we were there on the night the Warriors won it all.
Oh, yes.
That was tough.
All right.
Old Ninja, take us out.
Check us out on the Twitterverse at BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. Check us out on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Play FM, Apple Podcasts. Check our official website, BenHatProductions.com/BThanBTI. We're also on Facebook, Instagram. Check us out with BThanBTI. On Amazon, you can see us on there. We have our own app on there. Go ahead, download that. You can listen to our podcast on there and whatnot. There you go.
Skeet, skeet, skeet. R.I.P. Bourdain.
One of the greats.
Keep fapping.